Alrighty then, gamers. Good afternoon and or evening. Hope everyone's had a chill Sunday afternoon so far. You are now watching Bounty Hunters FT7. We are a weekly show match event for players of all skill levels and region free for everyone to participate as well. And the name of the game tonight is, of course, Guilty Gear Strive First to 7 Wins. I'm your usual host, Kyuke, and chilling and screaming with you guys throughout the 7 matches tonight. In addition to myself, will also be Alternate in just a couple of minutes. But before we get Alternate here, let's start taking a little bit of a gander for what's in store for tonight. We've got everyone's new favorite vampire locked in for tonight, for reals. Or perhaps in Ultimate's case, it would be the second favorite. We'll have to. Or I was about to say we don't even have to ask her. But yeah, we basically did it again and added as much of the new character as possible to the roster tonight. And this time, literally, I think everyone who signed up with a new character got in. I think that's the first one as well. Most of the names you are going to be seeing tonight are old faces, although Volta, Antares, Sin from Poland is the one making their debut tonight. Overall, the level of players tonight is going to be rather high on the Slayer side of things. We've got a lot of people who often come out of their caves when a new DLC hits the shelves, such as, I think HiWill has been one, or wait, I think I always get this wrong. HiWill is not one of the players who always plays new DLCs, right? But players like AgguBaggu and jalis, and speaking of strong players, by the way, one of the strongest in Finland, Solid, that Godluis guy, yes, that one, is going to be participating tonight as well, and is probably one of the most enthusiastic soldiers of the Finnish Slayer army. Speaking of Aggu, of course, as well, we just had word that Aggu's opponent tonight can't participate, as far as I understood. Or? They're still back and forth. They might actually be able to participate. Let's see, doing a little bit of last minute TOing. Yeah, looks like we are gonna have Yo still in. Okay, so the roster should work as planned or as seen on the screen. Also, thank you, or how Raiders from let's see, Hard Reaches stream. Hope you guys had a good one. Slowly getting started. The go time should be, as per usual, 5 p.m. CEST for us, and then it's 2 to 3 hours. Usually around roughly 3 hours of matches we got, depending on how, down to the wire the matches will go. So Slayer, interesting character. Speaking of Finland, Finland really is a vampire country historically, is it not? I think in the Exert days, the most common pocket character that we had here was Slayer. And with Strive, it certainly has been Nago thus far. So like Finnish people really love the vampire a lot. And one of the reasons why I bring up Finland is that we have a lot of Finnish players here tonight. So Solid, we got jalis, we had Annatonio, we have Spades. That's a decent amount, and Discord has been popping off with people just looking for matches for Slayer. Also, howdy, how neat.
Hi.
Hello.
Just wanted to let you know that I'm still communicating. It's been like this for like 3 minutes.
It's okay. We got a couple more minutes, and if you can't make it to the first matchup, that's all okay. as per usual, we do it live on Bounty Hunters.
Many people playing Slayer.
Yep.
Get in.
I think it doesn't come up as a surprise that Slayer will probably be the most popular DLC in Guilty Gear Strive's history. As I don't know what it is
Probably.
about that.
I think Bridget might be up there.
Bridget might be
He's
up there
very,
as well.
very popular.
Yeah. It's like for Finland, because we've got some first-hand experience with this region. I think it tends to be like the cool characters that hit the opponent very hard has been somewhat the trend I've been sort of inspecting.
Yeah. Finally, Jesus Christ. But yeah, Pena country, as they say.
Yeah, we also have If during at any point of this cast you hear the name Pena, that's like the Finnish pet name for Slayer, which comes from Pentti Slayer, Pena. Don't ask me. I don't want to explain this in English. It's just
I
take
think
it for what it is.
there's a lot of layers you would have to explain.
Yeah. And oftentimes the humor doesn't quite translate between the languages, depending on, well, I mean, we'll leave it at that. But yeah, 10 Slayer players tonight, 3 mirror matches for all of our commentators' pleasure, trying to keep up which character or which player is which vampire. Makes it even doubly hard because Slayer is kind of a character that zooms around, has a teleport dash. You might sometimes lose track of, where people are going. And it's not just the teleport dash, it's also like a lot of tools that make you move forward really fast. Pile bunker, dandy steps, K-Mappa. K-Mappa is probably one of the most important tools that you want to keep your eyes on in the current version of this game, Guilty Gear. K-Mappa is really interesting tool. Mappas never have been plus on block in the previous games because, I mean, skipping neutral into the opponent's guard is kind of nasty if you're plus. In Guilty Gear Strive, it is plus though, if you can manage to land a hit with Mappas on the late active frames, which is relatively simple in Strive. You're gonna find Slayer who is, like, at best, I forgot, like, plus couple of frames in your face.
I think the best you can make it is +3.
Yeah.
What I heard.
And that's very powerful for a character like this. Technically, like a character who should struggle with mobility, but then absolutely demolishes the opponent when they get in.
Mobility struggle character who has a neutral skipping move that can be spaced plus. Where have I heard this before?
Where have we seen this before? I think it's a vampire thing. But I mean, like,
I guess Nago doesn't do that anymore.
Yeah. It's kind of like same reasoning as Nago, though. It's like you can't move normally, so you gotta have strong things such as like +3 close slash or +4 far slash, which is
+4 is insane.
But it kind of balances itself because like you can't dash into like strong throw mix-ups, and you gotta master the very difficult input, the forward dash cancel out of your dash. I think Japanese people calling it the step cancel, which is a little more intuitive for me, because like if I'm calling it a forward dash cancel, it's gonna sort of collide with the FDC terminology, which usually means faultless defense cancel.
Yeah, so, step cancel sounds good. I like it.
Yeah, it's kind of nice. I really like how they sort of translated Slayer's like former unique things into Strive. It's like you have the Hand of Doom, which is kind of like a backdash cancel, but then they changed the backdash cancels and, like we said, sort of transferred or like made them into forward dash cancels instead. So kind of like the same spirit of Slayer still lives on, but like a completely new spin to it. I think a lot of players.
Seems like we live in a timeline where his backdash is the worst in the game.
Yeah, that came as a really big surprise that Slayer still has like not only the same like quotations bad frame data as Sin had in release, but it it's really weird in the way of like when you are moving backwards, because like I think for the whole duration of your backdash inward frames, you're not actually moving backwards. You start moving backwards as soon as your like inward frames are over already. So
yeah.
But on the other hand, Slayer in the past has always been kind of allergic to active frames. So if they wanted to somehow like imitate that weakness, well, there it is in his backdash in this game, I suppose. But yeah, it's only been a couple of days since this character has been out, so take all matches with a grain of salt. Although we have a lot of really talented gamers tonight, and probably some of them have lapped some really tricky things so far as well. But yeah, I think we already have our first pair of the evening raring and ready to go. It's gonna be Annatonio representing Finland, and Timm hailing from Germany. A Slayer mirror, we're gonna start with a couple of Slayer mirrors to boot, then moving on to 4 matchups, uneven ones, or Slayer versus some other character, and then finishing the evening up with 1 more Slayer mirror. Let me... Are we good to go? So Annatonio, formerly a Giovanna, or I shouldn't say formerly, but mains Giovanna. Timm has made a couple of different characters. We've seen Timm on, I believe, Nagoryuki at one point, but has been rocking that Johnny more as of recent.
Mankind knew that they cannot change society.
But I think no matter what character you play, your main probably can't prepare you for what kind of character Slayer is. I think Slayer is like an anathema for all archetypes in fighting games. It's just a very, very weird kind of character. I think in the past, he's like oftentimes like some players, some people have been saying that when you pick up Slayer in older Guilty Gear, you don't really learn fighting games, you learn Slayer specifically. It's just that kind of unique. We actually add the colors to the name, so Annatonio will be rocking the white.
Yeah.
Timm is normal?
I think both of them wanted the default color, but since it's striped, then it just forces you to the second one. I'm actually kind of sad that this game doesn't have mirror colors like Access did.
Yeah, that's kind of a cool feature. Although it's a lot of players would love to pick the mirror color, but then they just can't because it only happens when you have the same color on board. Right, so Annatonio the white.
When we were yapping, then there were Slayer things happening.
Wham bam, thank you ma'am. This character probably same damage category as Mr. Bad Guy. You hit somebody really hard, you just absolutely delete them. Although some of that like touch of death damage is hidden behind the backshot pile bunker, which is kind of hard to route into. But even like
go ahead.
Yeah, even like simple routes that, such as like what Timm just did, they still do quite a bit of damage. Oh, nice check there.
He does a lot of damage off of just a couple of hits.
Ooh, a hand of doom is gonna be punishable with jabs though. And now Annatonio pushing the issue, going through a little too far. And also, I think that's a hit grab. So as long as your opponent is blocking, you're not gonna get hit. Annatonio takes first one for himself here with White Slayer. Slayer has really cool supers for sure, and the super Mappa Hunch, aka the Dead on Time, depending on what you want to call it, if you're an old school player or not, is really cool utility and damage super at the same time, because that kind of like cleaves the whole screen at once. There's a lot of interesting applications with that with punishing and what have you. Oh, cut right here.
That's a huge hit.
Ooh, got the back shots! Almost a follow-up as well. Yeah, Timm already routing into some of these optimal combos. It looks really funky when you kind of set it up so that you hit the opponent with pile bunker and then they slide behind you. I think what the community has given a nickname backshot, which looks like is gonna be sort of the cornerstone of the most hardest hitting combos for Slayer.
Yeah, they do a lot of damage, but I understood that they're apparently really starter specific, they're spacing dependent, they are height dependent. Like a lot of shoelace stuff.
But I think at this point of the lifespan of Guilty Gear Strive, it's completely fine adding characters who are a little bit more of that, you know, technical and or difficult to execute category for sure. Ooh, that was a Master's Hammer from really far away. Not being able to pick it up though. There we go. A lot of Dandy stepping back and forth, and Dandy Step is kind of like a canned whip punish tool. Now there's the Mappa that we were talking about, was probably able to space it as plus frames as well. Another nasty thing about that K-Mappa is that it's so fast. I think both the Mappa start up in, was it 14 frames? And then you of course have a couple of frames for sliding forward, but kind of thing where you are really not reacting it on a range where it you know, it can't whiff. 6B, big Mappa.
I heard it's a bit stubby compared to what it was before.
Yeah, perhaps a balancing factor. Ooh, but here's a reversal. 14 plus 1, I believe, so one of the fastest starting supers in the game. That's the punish on the pile bunker. Now Timm. Oh, but not believing in the pressure. Going for the throw. I think
the dash came in too deep.
I think in general, if you are using Dandy Step for pressure, going from lighter buttons, like especially P Mappa is gonna be mashable. From heavier buttons such as like 5 heavy, 2 heavy, 6 heavy, close slash, far slash, those are gonna be much more comfy to, you know, play even P Mappa out of. If you do something like P Mappa into Master's Hammer, try to hop over their buttons like this.
Nice.
And then the Master's Hammer is gonna be so plus, basically put you. Ooh! Nothing personal, kid. I'm here. And I think that's
gonna get
yeah, too late. Misses the link. Another cool thing that's like, oh, but that's a big counter hit.
Counter.
Don't even need the universe. Just the regular old counter hits are gonna do quite a bit, as you know has been the sort of the identity of Slayer. In the older games, both Slayer and like Soul were the kind of characters you would just hunt counter hits with for the most part.
Oh, absolutely.
On the other hand, it's like Slayer does suffer from, you know, if he doesn't get those counter hits, then some of his stuff you just can't confirm. However,
let's go.
Going into the horizon, this isn't gonna break the wall, but is it gonna be enough?
That's so much damage! Oh my god!
Actually,
I love it.
Oh, he goes for the horizon back!
Oh my god!
I think Annatonio was a relatively hit. It was completely unscaled, so it does so much. Damn!
Oh my god!
The thing with Annatonio's combo was that he had a couple of hits before the last horizon. Timm, though, just did completely raw and got the full, like, I forgot how much it was, 200 and something damage it does, the most damaging super in the game.
I think it's 280 base damage, it's a lot.
Yeah, something like that. Alright, going for the last horizon once again. It does cost 100 of your meter, so it is, in that sense, a big commitment. Good trade there.
But for that damage, I think it's fair.
Yeah. I think it's a daring addition. I really like when they sort of incent, oh, but hold that thought, we got a counter hit from It's Late once again. Pushing to the corner, Master's Hammer, what do we get for that? I think Master's Hammer is actually a little difficult to pick up on counter hit, but Timm was able to do so. However, now Annatonio with a decent 50% life combo here. Timm is very stacked on the meter though.
I think they were trying to super, but
don't twitch.
quite work.
Ooh, Mappa beating 2K there. And an instant air dash gets in. Annatonio's goes behind with a forward dash.
The Yuna reverse card.
And we're probably gonna see so much of that.
Oh no!
We'll get the back shots.
We get no loops.
It's a little unfortunate if you switch sides like that, get the back shot, and then miss the OTG pickup and pick. Oh, nice reversal.
Oh, nice.
Because like you can accidentally put yourself in the corner, and then if you drop the combo, then opponent is basically under pressure. You good reversal dot once again. Through we go. Surprisingly good amount of corner carry as well. That carries like half the screen, and another one. That's surely gonna be a kill for Annatonio here, taking them to 3-1 position.
Nice.
Duel 1. Let's rock.
Alright, bump ahead, the new follow-up. The same for bump ahead as well as it's late. Those are not gonna really move to, or not gonna convert into much unless you spend 50 meter or get that big counter hit. Nice. Pile bunker with punish. Pile bunker is the classic like follow-up from Dandy Step, which basically is a forward-moving DP. It basically says, please stop doing whatever you're doing and just block.
I don't think this is gonna hit. No, just barely.
It might have actually worked against Timm there, because the super is so fast, it just cleaves the screen instantly. If it was a little slower, Annatonio might have actually fallen into it still. First world problems.
Such a nice button.
With the Mappa, another one. Third one. Damn,
Oh,
Annatonio.
baby, triple.
Ah, that spacing, I think that's not plus, and Timm recognized it. First out, and that could
Oh, I think this is gonna hit.
Plus
Oh.
one after flash. Yeah, unless you've already recovered.
I thought it was 0.
Yeah, I think it's not 0. I think it's like there is one frame that you can input stuff. It has been like historically plus 0 in the previous games, but they, I guess for reasons, just gave players a little bit more of an opportunity to fight back against it.
Okay, it's +1. Okay, yeah, check that.
I think close slash was trying to go for a side swap there, but the forward dash didn't quite take Timm to the other side. Now Annatonio's pressure, left, right, here we go. Don't really play this character for strike throws. We like that left, right, live. To the other side, and the Master's Hammer! Wait, was that close slash that got evaded?
I think it was close slash, yeah.
That's kind of nutty, because Slayer's close slash is one of those super high hitting close slashes as well. It kind of goes to show how well Master's Hammer is able to, you know, skip fast stuff. And again, over 5B. A very slow starting pressure reset move leading to, what is it, plus 26 on clock?
It's plus 26, yeah.
Basically gives you an uncontested left-right.
It was surprisingly hard to stuff too, because when I was playing earlier against Hoffman and Solid, then I was like, yeah, okay, I see it, it's coming, I should be pressing a button, but then everything just misses. Either I'm too early or they just go under the Master's Hammer.
Yeah, I think they like specifically made it difficult to contest. Oh, raw super, but I think Annatonio didn't flinch. 100, keep up the pressure.
Okay, gets the block too. Yeah.
That was massive cojones, as we say, from Timm. Basically used everything and then said, all right, I can't be... I'm gonna do one more unsafe thing. Slams Annatonio with a pile bunker and then paid the price for that. Nice, got the link here. Speaking of, it's kind of cool that Slayer has actually retained the old /far/close/far/link.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Not a whole lot of characters get to keep their old funky stuff that just doesn't align with the universal mechanics of Strive. Oh, I think
Good
didn't press here. A nice finish from Timm. The downside for waking up with Super Mappa is that pre-flash it's relatively slow. I think one of the slowest supers in the game. But then after flash, post-flash is gonna be one of the fastest ones. But relatively easy to safe jump or even safe jab for many characters. I think close slashes universally recover in 10 frames, so every single character should be. So? Yeah, I think every single character should be.
I think Mace actually recovers a bit faster. Because this was talked about earlier in the Strive channel.
But certainly not a disadvantage in that sense. Close slash OTG didn't get to do whatever they were trying to. Into bite. Did we get the first universe? Kinda.
Oh, it was a universe trade. Huh?
Kinda universe. See you in the future.
Universe question mark.
One of the interesting things that I recently learned about Universe is that it, instead of adding the plus 10% extra damage modifier, Universe is actually, oh, here we go. Universe actually adds like extra 30% damage, which is
probably, it's 30.
Yeah, where like the Twitter combos are coming from.
True. I think, yeah, there are not really any more places first, unfortunate. Yeah, I think regular counter hits are 10% and then max freeze was like 20, and then universe is 30. It's insane.
Ooh, so they have an extra modifier for max risk as well? I didn't actually know that.
I think it, because I saw someone else talking about it. I think they mentioned that max risk is also different, but I might also be talking shit. Don't quote me on that.
Alright, quoting on me on everything regarding the max risk.
Ah, dang it.
Nice, got the 5k pick up there, but this is gonna switch. Timm, not out of the corner, but gonna carry Annatonio to the other one. Again, don't twitch. Annatonio is looking. And it's kind of tricky because you have this, like, kind of a 50-50 between, like, buffering the super and or then just doing K-Mappa from the other side of the screen. Universe installed. This is gonna miss, right? Yep. Oh, I see something!
Found it funny because Annatonio's clothes were still standing there when Timm did his own.
Double disappearance trick. There we go. This time Annatonio hits the close slash forward dash properly and won't let Timm press buttons. The other side. Yep. Misses the link here again, and the 2S vacuum into command grab. However, reversal super again. Has been working out pretty well. And I think since it's kind of early days still with Slayer, is like probably a lot of players haven't necessarily lapped all the safe jump setups, although Slayer has pretty easy way of routing into the safe jump. I think OTG close slash will always get you an instant air dash jump heavy safe jump.
That's nice.
Right, Timm evening it up. 4 apiece.
Nice.
Of course, you know, I think with everything on Slayer, you're probably, like, if you're trying to evaluate what kind of setups you get from your Oki situations, you're probably not playing Slayer to safe jump or strike throw or to do any of the usual stuff. So if possible, you would love to do the left-right instead of, you know, just the safe jump when possible. And like Slayer himself is not a character with a DP, but on that 50% tension, you will at least a little have to respect the existence of the super mappa. Here we go, pile bunker, instant wall stick. A very unique feature. I think there's
Still can't believe they made it an instant wall stick.
Other than pile bunker, is there like any other one of those in the game? I think like
no, I think that's the only thing that insta wall sticks.
Yeah, there are there are moves that insta break the wall, such as like hit knuckle.
Yeah.
But as per, you know, insta sticking, that's, yeah, like you said, that's the only one so far. To the other side, landing straight into Annatonio's 2K.
Duel 2. Let's rock.
The round start. Ooh, routes into a 5D and the back shot. Misses the 2S pickup afterwards. And this is the tricky thing that we were talking about. Ooh, nice 2 heavy.
No, just barely missed 2H. Nice dodge. Oh, I love seeing Slayers dodge buttons with the backdash.
That's the good old classic stuff. Oh, but we're being tricky here with Stripe Universal mechanics.
Nice. It's 100 meter. I'm scared.
Yep.
No, it's just the other super. No need to worry. Well, I actually saw a clip today. You can apparently, if you do one super mappa, you can just do another, and it connects.
Yeah, it's just so fast. And I think a lot of Slayer's moves just have a property where they... What is it called? They make the opponent tumble for a very long time.
Yeah, they tumble.
Allowing,
I think that's why it connects.
yeah.
Second one.
I think like that's what the back shots are also based off, because you know there's so much tumble you can still pick up with close slash of the long tumble. Yeah, good spacing here, making them came up a plus. Not from that range though. But even if you mess up the spacing on the
Nice,
K-Mappa, it's not the worst deal. It's only -2. It is technically throw punishable, but if you don't land in throw range, you are still safe. Good check on the P-Mappa there.
All about the spacing. Nice. Throw. Nice. Good caps.
Checking the...
Kinda like checking Tokyo forward.
Yeah, the P... Whatchamacallit, the P dandy step. Especially when done from lighter buttons such as like punches and kicks.
Yeah.
In that sense, it literally is the forward moving Tokyo. Back shot. Nice. Gets it this time.
Let's build. That's so much damage.
60% on Slayer. I think Slayer... What's Slayer's defensive modifier, actually?
Slayer's pretty tanky. He has the same defense modifier as Zero Blood Nago, which is 0.97, and he has 3 guts. So it's relatively tanky.
Again, too fast of a super here. Lands right in front of Annatonio. Annatonio not able to get out of the corner. Might be having to think of bursting unless they want to take it to...
No!
Didn't want to take it to the next
just
round.
take the burst the next round. Now you don't have any.
I think it's really 50-50. You can fight it, but the safer play, of course, would be to take it to the next round.
Yeah.
No cancel there on the 2D, which will always be a punish. That's another very strange thing if you're an OG Slayer player. Like, this should catch though. Yep.
Oh, nice.
Got safe jump looking kind of thing. Comboing into Bloodsucking Universe. Now
like
very careful.
Universe, let's go. Oh, it dropped. This is so sad.
Yeah, that would have surely been a kill for Tim if they didn't drop the combo. So tragedy strikes, and Annatonio moves forward. That was a very crucial point for Tim as well. That combo drop might have actually been the turning point of the set. If Tim gets that conversion, he goes to 5-5. But now we'll have to fight 3 games in a row to win this.
Yeah, surprisingly 2D is special cancelable in this game. As opposed to X.
It's very clear if you come from the older games where like you could make 2D extremely plus if you space it, but then it had no cancels. So if you space it wrong, then rest in peace. And
I remember I was talking about... Yeah, sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, same goes for 2 heavy as well. I think that wasn't
Yeah.
special cancel in the past either.
I actually cannot remember, but take your word for it. Is this neutral?
Oh my god.
Is this neutral?
With a good check there. It is a very interesting way of playing the neutral. Speaking of the 2 heavies.
Speaking of neutral.
There is a lot of quotation neutral kind of things in Slayer's kit. But I mean, as much as we are memeing about, you know, the schmoving and, you know, just gorillaing forward with mappas and stuff like that, there's a... It's like... A dandy step is a can't with punish, so if you basically press a button while the opponent Slayer is pressing dandy step, you are basically gonna get with punished from full screen. Speaking of getting punished, that close slash ain't gonna recover in time.
No.
From a 2 heavy into a cross-up pile, Annatonio is gonna clear the first matchup of Slayer we've watched successfully. 7-4 versus Timm. Damn, that one dropped combo still haunts in the back of my mind. But it's understandable, it's still so early. This character has been out, what, like 3 days or something?
3 days, yeah.
And especially those dandy follow-ups, It's Late and Bump Ahead. And I guess Master's Hammer as well. They are slightly hard, like, based on my own labbing, they've been a little tricky to pick up sometimes. So understandable if players are still slightly struggling with their optimal pickups and stuff like that.
It's only up from here.
Yeah. Alright. Another Finnish Slayer player entering the fray. YaBoiSpades. This is a very Spades kind of character as well, I want to say. Spades has a very daredevilish way of playing Jungie, gets into your head very easily. If that is indeed the kind of, you know, fighting games that Spades wants to represent, this character is absolutely perfect for doing that. Right, we got HiWill joining as well.
All these Slayer mirrors.
Like mentioned, Jungie is the character of choice for Spades. I think has been pretty much solo maining Jungie until now. HiWill has been hopping through a couple different characters, but the Bedman is the latest addition to their kit, which they've been playing for quite a while. I think for the most part since the Bedman release, they've been only playing Bedman, if I recall correctly.
Yeah, I think so. I think they might have tried ABBA on launch.
Yeah,
might also be misremembering.
Yeah. I always want to say that Will has been one of those players who is super keen on trying a new DLC character, but I think that might have been one of the players who I'm actually misremembering. But I do think that Will played ABBA on release.
HiWill said that he's gonna restart.
Gotcha.
I'm just gonna yap for a moment. Yeah, I was saying earlier that I saw the mention that 2D is now special cancelable, and my Xrd ass was like, okay, I will be pressing into it when I see that I blocked it, and I will die for it. And I was playing against Hopland. I saw 2D, I pressed, and I saw him do a dandy cancel, and I was like, oh boy, here we go.
Exploiting old players, you know, muscle memory reactions.
Shaking my head.
On the other hand, it's like during the couple first days, a lot of players have missed their 2D cancels quite a bit, though.
I wonder if it's super tight or something.
I think it's just one of those things where, you know, if your brain works on the frequency of Guilty Gear Strive, a lot of 2Ds should be safe in this game. So they're like, all right, I don't necessarily need to cancel if I don't want to, and the things that you can cancel as Slayer aren't necessarily the most safe things. You're either gonna go into minus frames for mappas, or then you're gambling with dandy step options. But it is something that you have to do, though. It's minus, like, what was it? It is minus at least jab punish. Might even get a close slash. I actually have Slayer.
Sorry, which one?
Open. 2D.
D.
Yeah, it is -8, so it's technically close slash punish if it ends up in that range, and it usually does because it slides, you know, straight into you.
Slides into your DMs.
It does have the active component, though, 6 actives. You can't quite make it plus in this game, but like a perfectly spaced 2D is gonna be something like -2 or or
Yeah.
-3, which usually is like the safe range of not getting punished by a lot of stuff. Yeah, Slayer though, I've been making a lot of comparisons to Mr. Bad Guy. I think in the older games, these two characters shared kind of like same, not really same archetype, but the same way of doing things. Both would just relentlessly hunt counter hits above all things at neutral and from pressure. I think Sol is a little more now in Strive, what's the word I'm looking for? Standardized, maybe? You don't necessarily like, you still can get good damage out of any hit, and Sol's like RC combos do quite a bit of damage. So in that way, Sol has been breaking sort of his older game identity. But then Slayer still has, you know, with the It's Late and bump ahead stuff, which really doesn't convert without like Universe or a normal counter hit. He feels like he needs those counter hits, and he absolutely wants those counter hits still. Probably like most of what you're doing with Slayer is hunting for those counter hits as well.
Yeah.
This character really is like like everybody's power fantasy. I think especially it's a very Strive-like character. It makes me wonder if they this time chose to consciously overtune the character on release, because like from like it's still a little early to say, but Slayer feels like he's doing pretty well. He's kind of
He's doing pretty well.
yeah, at least on like feels kind of like ABBA in like power level, but then you also have the absolutely maddening amount of damage, which is a very important feature. Like most, if not all, top tier characters in Guilty Gear Strive, they do damage. Like if you don't do damage, then you know you're probably belong to like to mid tier or the lower perceived end of the cast.
Saw a tweet earlier where someone said that Slayer is the kind of character that Strive haters have always been complaining about.
Yeah, for sure.
Or like Slayer is what people have been complaining about the game. Everything does a shit ton of damage.
Yeah.
Like 3 buttons.
And then I think a lot of characters in Strive have kind of like the identity where they can kind of throw themselves at you. Like Sol has Bandit Revolver, Nago has Nago stuff, you know, Slayer has Mappa, stuff that's like achieving a lot of different functionalities at the same time. Wait, the players can't see each other. We might have to do a quick switcherino and make them host the room.
Wild. I will host.
Yeah, we're gonna do
Technical difficulties.
Please
Small
stand by.
indie stream, please understand.
Yeah, not the first time, or probably not the last time this will happen either, considering a lot of these problems are like super deep-rooted in the code as far as I can understand.
At least it doesn't happen that often, but still annoying.
Mm-hmm. I've been super surprised how like a lot of players have actually mastered the step cancel bites already. Have seen like players like Gas just like casually doing them from mix-up situations, and they're not the only one either. It's kind of wild to me.
I guess
like,
the input is not. Yeah, sorry.
Yeah, to me it's like I guess it's on par with how difficult like backdash cancel stuff was to input in the older games.
Yeah.
Depending on, of course, what you want to input to. I think like backdash cancels into like DOT was like super difficult, and then backdash cancel into mappas was a little easier. But with the
This game has a bigger input buffers, so it probably makes it a bit easier, right?
And of course, you don't have to like a big part of like the difficulty of inputting old backdash cancels was that you would have to hit the what do they call it? The reversal backdash by doing back. Now you just, you know, kind of like mash one button and you should be getting a reversal backdash out on the first possible frame.
Yeah. I guess the input is not too bad once you get used to it, but I was looking at it earlier and I was like, oh man, it looks so hard. Okay, players see each other. I love this crib.
Alright, arriving fashionably late.
Wizard is never late.
Alright, second matchup of the evening.
Second mirror.
Spades, HiWill, Finland versus UK. Actually, probably have to shorten Spades' name so that we can get the mirror colors in there.
Cannot change society. So instead of reflecting on themselves,
Oh shit, two Sharons?
Two Sharons?
So Spades going with the white color. And what is this color that HiWill is rocking? It's like
it's denim, maybe? I call it the denim and timm Slayer.
Slayer versus Slayer.
Oh yeah, it is the denim. Alright, starting with the bang. Biobunker from the round start. Of course, colliding.
Big mirror, let's go.
I'm surprised the Spades was the first one to break out of the game of chicken. Speaking of game of chicken, HiWill pushing Spades into the corner, and now potentially mix-up time. If you do get hit, the universe buff does expire. That is the case here with. Oh my god! Did you just frame trap into DOT? Hello?
I mean,
it is
kind of
Spades,
like
though.
It is Spades. It's kind of like pressing the parry super without the parry.
Yeah, and Spades really loves that maneuver on his main character. Right, good 5k.
Slayer 5k is insane.
It is a vampire 5k. Is like both Nago and Slayer have. Oh, I think that was a safe jump though. Yep.
It was a safe jump, yeah. Like, it's so long because it actually hits White Wild Assault around start. I don't think Nago 5k does that.
It's like it's kind of like a Nago 5k but has more range. I've been struggling with some of my pressure sequences, like where 5k from Nago is pretty good. Slayer's 5k tends to be pretty good against, you know, my stuff as well.
Yeah.
Ooh, the
I think the frame data is pretty close to what Nago's 5k is, but it just reaches even faster. Or even further, sorry. It's 100 meter. Are we gonna get to use it?
Are we using it responsibly?
Yeah, let's go!
Last Horizon, I
Love to see it.
Spades was low enough so that they should KO pretty easily.
This absolutely will kill.
Bam! So HiWill will be taking the lead from the start. It's really cool when you, like, I really love the mechanics where, you know, where you're incentivized saving meter. Because I'm one of those players who just, for me, again, Spades with a double round start. Bile Punker. He does basically kill anything that the opponent might be hitting, though. Oh, getting back thrown back and forth. Now Spades on the driver's seat at the moment. YRC, go to the other side. And it's so hard to react to. Gotten hit by that so many times. The close slash or any, you know, high attack level move into P, dandy step, and straight into pile bunker. Starts up so fast, and you kind of, I don't know if you can actually react to it. You just kind of have to guess and change your guard or do some sort of an OS. Got the back shot, missed the 2S pickup there afterwards.
Nice, good throw.
That was actually, I think that was K-Mappa, because that got throw punished.
Yeah.
Slay,
I don't mean her on both sides. Players want only one thing.
Very smart there, from a very point-blank range. YRC gives you plus frames enough to go for an airtight 2K, and making sure that the opponent is not hitting any funny buttons. No funny business in this matchup. On and off the court, straight fundamentals. No funny business. Good check there.
Nice. It's the corner. Oh. Nice.
That's a lot of bounce. 2P into P Mappa. And another thing that separates the new Mappas from old ones is that on hit they are gonna be slightly plus compared to older games where they actually were minus. That was kind of daring from Spades to hit a button there. If they fail, they are actually gonna get blood sucked.
Yeah.
Will can't afford the trade anymore. There we go with the mash plus so
The
much.
plus frames. Oh,
That deflect shield
all
actually.
players just weeping back and forth.
Deflect shield actually pushing HiWill away surprisingly little there.
Mankind
But then again,
I
Slayer
guess
is a
maybe he had some momentum.
Yeah, there's a lot of stuff for Slayer that just has momentum. And like certain amount of momentum should be able to negate the pushback from deflect shield.
Oh yeah, absolutely does. For example, against Giovanna in the Garuda Goki. Like deflect shield does nothing.
Kill?
This is so much damage. I think it actually might kill.
It should kill. This
Should kill.
There's no way it doesn't kill. Oh,
No!
second hit.
Someone call Sage!
I think he didn't hit a button though. Yeah. It's so funny because you get the second hit there as well, and then like it takes it to literally one hit point. That was a really cool combo. That was like a full back shot with like 2 loops back and forth. I didn't believe in the It's Slate. I think It's Slate is not throw invulnerable in this game. I think most things aren't, so.
Yeah, I think it's not.
Did we recover?
Does this get blocked? Oh, it doesn't.
Ooh, that's gonna punish the dandy step.
They done it, yeah.
Oh, there we go. That's 2D cancel again. This time HiWill or Space was expecting HiWill to press some sort of a button there. Frame jumping into the DOT again. But unfortunately does not find its mark. Live by the RPS, die by the RPS. It would have been super cool if it did work, but not this time around. Spades made it work once though. So depending on what sort of habits Spades is gonna observe from the opponent, I think he's probably gonna try it again at a later date. It's gonna be a punish. 2P. Small stuff though. This ain't small stuff. Counter 8 from Master's Hammer. Get the wall break. Charge up. 1, 2, 3. Ooh, that was so dirty.
It's gonna hit. I think it will hit.
Yeah, same animation as before. The very late sort of recovery out of dandy step. It kind of looks like Slayer is already going back to his neutral pose, but it's probably like a frame or two that you still have to go through. Yep, good challenge. Too close to B+. Alright, got the punish. Throw him into the corner instead of taking a big combo. I think the combo is some sort of an aerial route here. Wait, that
Actually blocked it.
Huh?
How was how was that? How did not like
Literally from 2K animation and next frame is safe? Alright.
then the other one we saw before that wasn't safe?
That's quite perplexing.
Huh.
This is the one
Any recovery whatsoever?
the one super that I would expect if you ever see any kind of animation during it, it's not gonna whiff. 2K, I wanna see this
Okay, so
frame, baby.
the recovery on 2K is 10. So I guess.
It is technically a safe meaty, or safe jab as we call them. Speaking of jabs,
Oh, let's go.
who's gonna
Now
finish
this
first?
is stupid here.
Damn, leave it to Spades to. Oh,
Actually, let's go.
and because this is actually possible because the clashes produce so much meter for you. So both players were at 100 meter after that interaction. Spades still has an option to go for a last horizon of their own.
Gonna
Maybe
find
for this. Didn't even have time to go for any super there. And too heavy round start. Too heavy, a very classic move that crushes lows. Basically takes Slayer off the ground and makes it unable to be hit by any lows whatsoever. Oh,
the amount of times I tried
so
to
restless.
press 2.
yeah, gotta do a taunt after that. I will allow
Oh
it.
my god. These fellas. These lads.
The super mappa is a little interesting kind of a super, because you should probably not be inputting anything on reaction to the super flash, because like the super mappa will kind of take you through the opponent and will basically stay in for the duration of the whole super. So if you try to like DP or super yourself, it's more likely that the super mappa will just phase through you and you will actually become punishable yourself. I mean,
I would have thought that since the other one triggered the super before, or like after, that the one that started afterwards would have hit, but guess not.
Yeah, that's what your like usual fighting game logic would dictate, but this ain't the normal fighting game logic kind of character.
Slayer mirrors. Two ships passing each other in the night.
Yeah, it's leave it to Slayer to always have the most, you know, weird things that just don't interact like you would expect most fighting game things to interact with each other. Nice, sees the forward dandy step. Bump ahead with a small knockdown. And Spades decides to burst out of the corner. Left, right, here we go! Back shot!
Here we
Got
go.
it! Misses the second loop.
Oh.
And the reversal
Nice,
is gonna
this
work
guy.
out. So I think what I've heard is that the more loops of the back shot you do,
Is this gonna go over?
yeah, it was Master's Hammer after all.
Yeah, the more loops.
The more harder it is to pick from that OTG afterwards.
Yeah, the gravity is probably gonna get too much at some point.
Now, after this event, I'm gonna go straight into training mode and lap the back shots as well. Oh no, cancel!
Nice, good throw.
Here we go. Wall stake from the pile bunker and then a super for good measure. Keep it simple this time. Yeah, it's like first simple combo takes half of their life. Next simple combo probably gonna kill them, even without the back shots. we got the cancel this time.
Nice.
But again, I think it was the K mappa that they have been using after that, because the punish text shows up, which shouldn't be the case if you go into a P mappa instead, which is only -1. Ooh, got the counter hit. 2S vacuums a little too much, and Spades.
Did they press? Ah, wait, hold on.
They have time to
It
recover.
worked this time.
That was like on the very close frames. They're trying to both throw each other. That was a normal throw as well. So this was HiWill winning, right? Yeah, it's the Denim Slayer. I'm pretty sure. But yeah, the command crab would be throw invulnerable, but that time both players just went for the throw and ended up missing because of the distance. I think Slayer just has the standard throw distance, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Of course it's larger on the Bloodsucking universe,
Yeah.
but the regular throw is the save 90, and everyone else has except for a couple of, and some exceptions.
My god. Oh, the shield
Matching Slayer with Naga throw range, oh my god.
doesn't need it. Dude,
Nice. Oh,
like,
wait, what? That was funky.
it's like do your homework and learn the difficult fight inputs. No far range throws allowed otherwise. Alright, finds the low into a quick wall break.
Nice.
It's probably the lowest hit or like the lightest hitting combo in this set so far. Oh, missed. Wait.
Nice.
That was very interesting. I think Spades missed the combo there, and the pile bunker didn't. Pile bunker actually uncomboed, but had the 50 meter to make use of the guard crush afterwards still. And I mean, the guard crush is gonna deal quite a lot of chip damage. The double jump, nice close slash anti-air, grounding Spades. Probably very good burst there, because Will would have gotten a close slash starter and would have taken Spades out of the corner as well. Back shot, nice, we got them. It's the combo safely. But then...
Oh!
Very cool combo from just a tap 5B. The dandy little jab there straight into Super Mappa. Both players actually went for that round start pile bunker.
I'm so sad they didn't trade. It was fun. Nice. Backtrap.
Ooh, the
Nice
2B.
interrupt. Very brave.
The 2B is really good for Slayer. I think it's kind of similar with Angie's 2B, that it just reaches really far for being a 5-framer.
No!
Tried to go for the last horizon there.
I
Betting
respect
farm.
the hustle, but sadly.
Yeah, that super unfortunately ain't invulnerable as far as I know.
Good for that.
And the throw is gonna be enough.
Nice. It's hanging on to your life.
Yeah, no cancel on the 2D, so
Gonna
throw
cancel
punish.
that.
Again, sees the P dandy step coming. Oh, but this time the
Nice.
backdash.
What's the streaming?
It's a very interesting character Slayer has always been. Like, some stuff is very mashable, very punishable. But then, look at this. The next layer, you make the mash and then you get the counter hit. Well, was trying to buffer the super there.
Yeah, I wonder if he was hung last horizon, but no. It's fine. He has positive. It's gonna come back soon. Okay.
HiWill was
Spades
this I
picking
wanna
up
do
speed.
it. Goes for the attempt on a gold burst.
He just wants to do it.
Although nowadays the gold burst wouldn't build you the meter immediately. You would have to still play a little bit to gain access to the 100. Right, Spades closing in. If I haven't miscounted, I might have, because these two Slayers are very similar kind of colors, but...
Well, as long as the players know their scores, then that's all we need.
Yeah. Right, too heavy. Perfect spacing. Speaking of spacings, that map was looking pretty well spaced from Spades. Fortunately, not gonna have any resources to break the wall with a hard knockdown. And again, punish on the K Mappa. They really do be committing to the heavier version of the special.
Let's still punish. Oh, that's a lot.
Classic.
Nice.
Yeah, you would expect It's Late to yield quite a lot of damage like that. You've been an old Slayer player. Ooh, try to perhaps with punish, or sorry, frame trap. And now Will gets to do all of this damage. A solid 60%.
So much of damage.
Into a safe jump. Ooh, actually, I think
Is this gonna hit? No, it's too fast.
Ooh, Cheeky was trying to reach for the throw there. It's gonna miss, right? But at the same time, it's not
this
very,
one before.
It's not very easy to punish in a position like that.
Yeah.
Slayer would probably have to do a super map of his own to be able to reach there. And with the mappa pressure, 2K mappa
pressure.
2K. You ready to press a button?
Nice, the jump kick.
Ah, whips the mappa in front of the opponent. That's something we've been seeing quite a bit, because it is a very fast button to recover, and you usually think that it's gonna hit, but then it misses right in front of you, and Slayer just presses a button. Running the fish, yeah, another one, catches the forward-moving K-Mappa.
Gone fishing.
And that's working out! Confirming.
Players want only one thing, and it's fucking disgusting.
It is a really good move, too heavy to fish for hits like this.
Oh, absolutely.
Like the hitbox is just at least as big as previously, if not even larger in Strive. They even added some like extra hitboxes to it, like to his legs where there previously was none. Right, there we go.
As we say, he needs it.
Well, we'll see. Jury's still out whether he does or not. But so far, the analysis will allow it for now.
Oh, it didn't hit. Oh, and gets back thrown. This is so sad.
Ooh, because that was airborne. That was an interesting situation. I think Spades recognized that that pile bunker was on an airborne opponent, which I wonder if it's plus for the pile bunker person or not, because of Guilty Gear Strive's you know, weird frame data on air opponents.
I think it.
Spades completely loaded. Okay. He can RC
but
this,
there's
though.
100 meter. He can RC.
Who goes for the finish shimmy, the neutral jump.
The IBs.
That's one way to get in there. Go pile bunker.
And the
Here we go.
universe.
That's gonna actually be the first proper universe combo of the evening.
A lot of damage. Not quite enough to kill, but it's a lot.
Oh, that's...
Will it hit? It will!
About plus
Plus
frame.
frames.
Nice
Nice
wires. That was a very
Now
nice
Spade
timing
is in the
there.
corner. Oh no, it just ran out.
That's kind of cool use case of Master's Hammer, because it's so slow to start up. Surely it's gonna make all sorts of deflect shields completely with HiWill with a double back shot. YRC is the defensive tool this time once again. Ah, that was a good read. So after the 2S vacuum, there is technically always going to be a strike throw, but the reversal super will beat both of those options. HiWill with a roll of meter.
That's very hard call out.
Yeah, that's smart.
Oh, it doesn't even time to burst.
So if HiWill hits a button here, YaBoiSpades will have an opportunity to burst, but Will was able to see that and goes into last horizon immediately, disallowing YaBoiSpades from doing anything. And if I counted right, that was 7, perhaps. I guess we'll see soon. Yeah, that's 7. All right. With that great decision at the end of the game there, or at the end of the set, HiWill takes it 7-4. Another 7-4 Slayer mirror.
Goddamn.
Alright, I suppose we are gonna make the lobby again. So, short intermission. Please stand by.
Bye.
Network.
A lot of stuff to do here in between because I need to message Volta and Antares as well. So the new ID is gonna be pin that. Alright, that should be most of the TO stuff taken care of for now, and then we're just waiting for Volta and their opponent Pokey.
Have you played any Sin versus Slayer yet, or have you been only on Slayer?
I haven't been on the Slayer side of things yet, so I've been playing only Sin or as Sin.
Have you played against Slayers with Sin?
Yes. at the thing
Yeah,
for a moment.
how do you feel about the matchup?
It's probably a little too early to say. I will say that having the
Like in general,
having the Nagoriyuki
Day
5K is kind of nasty for some of Sin's pressure.
nasty.
But both characters have good tools against each other. For one, if you don't have a good response to Elk Hunt, you're probably not having good time against Sin Kisk. But Slayer has 2 heavy, which is like, I think 5th frame of 5 heavy is, sorry, 2 heavy is low interval. So that's one really very strong tool against Elk Hunt.
Yeah.
Duel 1.
I think at some ranges you might actually be able to do a reaction to heavy, depending on, you know, how far away Sin to Elk Hunt's from. But definitely a matchup where sparks will fly. Both characters will do a lot of damage. Sin has really good flow. There's the Elk Hunt. Oh yeah, I forgot to also mention that Elk Hunt goes under K-Mappa. Great there.
Yeah.
From the heavy button into
Nice.
So yeah, the neutral is kind of interesting, where both characters have like really strong tools to just skip into each other's guard from very far away.
Nice, good jump. Oh.
Ooh, there's another option that you can use to call Elk. 2D starts out very fast. Into a throw, and now it's very tricky that Elk Hunt after a throw is specifically gonna land you outside of their throw range and giving you a perfect close slash. Ooh, this is gonna hit though. Are we going the other way?
Yeah.
Yes, indeed.
And that's the wall break.
Alright, Volta Antares on their Bounty Hunters debut match, taking the first game.
We haven't had Volta on before. I swear I remember the name.
I think we have had a couple of players who have similar-ish name, but I think...
Oh. So I'm just getting mixed. Nice, big counter hit, let's go. Nice, good idea at first. Could have been a lot of damage. Nice, just dodges it.
Sid is a character who has like really far-reaching poke with a lot of recovery, like big drivers, far slashes, very primary kind of prey for a well-timed dandy step. On the other hand, I think Slayer doesn't really need to go for the dandy steps as much as in the other game. That was a really nice backdash cancel kind of a shenanigan there. Used a 6K there.
Insane. But still hit. Nice.
Why could it be
Feel
enough?
a burst, get the hard knockdown. Punch them in the head.
Yeah, I think Volta Antares was probably trying to DP RC there. We're probably gonna have our first desync of the evening.
Is it Bounty Hunters without any player disconnection?
That wouldn't feel like home, now would it?
Yeah, yeah.
Right, let's flip this back and call players back to the lobby. Might lose the next matchup, but it's still fairly early. Oh yeah, I wonder, since I've been communicating with Volta through DMs, they might actually... They wouldn't have seen the usual notification where I say like, please do not press rematch immediately.
Yeah. Just let them know. It's so silly we still have to do this, but it is what it is.
So Poki is another Ungie player, just like Spades. And has sort of been shooting up towards the advanced bracket very fast for the past like year and a half, 2 years. It's like Poki has had very steady progress. I think it's like more reasonable to say like year and a half. To the point where Poki, like the players who back in the day could beat him, just don't have the firepower anymore. I do wonder, because a lot of Ungie players, or like Ungie and Slayer feel kind of similar in the way that you're doing the big reads kind of thing, you're gambling a lot for a lot of damage, but I think Slayer tends to do that in a more fun way, in a sense. Because Ungie's kind of like forced into the whole spinning meta, whereas Slayer gets to do just a little more variety of things, I suppose. Right, flip it back to rematch. So that would be Poki on 2-1 lead here.
Nice. Yeah, we counted. Okay, let's get back to it.
It'll be actually interesting to see at this point, because we were already seeing both players kind of slowing down their neutral, probably understanding each other's, options. The options in question being like K-Mappa and Elkhunt. And you gotta really pick your positions to press buttons against like either one of those buttons. I think Poki tried to go for the Kara or the step cancel Mappa there. Speaking of which, that is another move that you can use the step dash cancel on. That's actually gonna be enough.
Hell yeah.
Like even from a full screen position where K-Mappa naturally doesn't reach, if you do it with a step cancel, you should be able to. Into. Oh, there we go. I got the pickup as well. Went into the pile bunker a little early there and forcing the wall stick, but no matter. Still around like 40% of their life. There we go to the canceling.
Nice, the burst, babe.
They do say that the closer you draw to the curtains on Guilty Gear games, the easier it becomes to bait the opponent's burst, as they are basically running out of time and running out of options. And Poki knew that was the one place where they need to bait, if they are to bait. Burst sending Poki towards the corner. We're looking for the whiff punish on each other. Won't be able to backdash out of that close slash very comfortably. Slam them with the Tyrant Barrel. Very low on stamina here. Ooh, went with a very safe kind of route there. Scene can safe jump Slayer after hard knockdown wall break, because, you know, the Super Mappa is very slow.
Nice. Oh, but gets tossed into the corner.
There we go, yeah. We were talking about that. The S buttons, very whiff punishable by a dandy step. But I think, oh, here we go. 2 heavy reaches.
Nice.
Got the super as well.
That was so close.
I forgot if you
the
can.
Master's Hammer.
I forgot if you can ever get the clean hit or the double hit of the wall. I think you can if you back off enough.
You can, but
which probably
I'm not
was
sure what. I'm
Yeah.
not sure what the distance required is for the clean hit.
Yeah, if I had to guess, Poki was looking for that clean hit distance there because they backed off just before the
yeah.
super.
Yeah. I think I was told that it's something like around start distance and then some.
Yeah. Poki with a massive amount of meter, uses it on YRC, skip to the other side, however, won't be able to press the button in time.
Nice, good burst bait.
It's my turn on the burst bait now, says Volta Antares. Not letting Poki run away with too much of a lead here. Lots of front. Oh, interesting. I mean, that's definitely a thing you can do. But perhaps, yeah, they should catch the classic. So
Just catch, yeah.
even in the older games, RTL is surprisingly good against Slayer because, you know, it chases backdashes, it chases dandy steps. Slayer just can't make RTL whiff in any meaningful way.
Yeah.
And goes for it again.
Here we go.
I'm the primary gorilla here.
Keeps together strong.
Right, it was under a 5k round start there from Slayer with that 2S. And with the full combo kind of, yeah, far slashes.
The slide switches are so nasty.
Again, we got the mana, sorry, the tension for RTL. Switching sides, break the wall. And still very respectful there. I think Volta haven't perhaps done the research on the safe jump and or might not be sure if the safe jump is usable on Slayer because they keep doing the extreme.
Is this a safe jump?
Yes. These two characters have really different kinds of difficulty levels on their safe jumps. While Sin is probably like one of the hardest characters to safe jump with, always has to do like an faultless defense cancel if you want to safe jump anything. Slayer is just like instant air dash into a jump heavy. Nothing difficult required.
You guys get safe jumps?
Yeah, that's what Sim players have been asking. You guys can safe jump?
You can safe jump the slower ones pretty easily, right?
Yeah. Like, as long as you have the execution for the FDC, you can safe jump any 10 framers or slower.
Yeah.
Ooh, the Elk gets there before! And in fact, I think because Elk does go under both Mappas, the Mappa hitbox just won't be able to contest Volta there.
Duel 1.
But when it comes to that Elk versus Mappa interaction though, Elk is slightly slower on recovery, I want to say, than Mappa. So Mappa can actually beat Elk Hunt sometimes on startup. It's the 10th frame, I think, that starts low profiling for Elk Hunt. Right, to the other side, counter hit. Do we have to confirm? Yes, indeed. Back shot.
Is this loops? We have loops?
Oh, triple!
Nice!
I think that's the most difficult combo we've seen from Slayers today.
Oh, this is fun, I think. Oh, the kill.
Yeah, the hitbox of RTL is a little larger than Super Mappa, so it's gonna cleave the opponent in the air.
But the loop was really cool.
Yeah, that was.
So in my heart, they won that round.
Yeah, it's definitely what you would expect from Poke.
Nice.
Ooh, missing put on the super, got a 5B instead.
Very brave close slash. Oh, but this is the power runder.
Nice, put them on the ground, and then
that's a lot of meter. Oh, this is gonna hit.
And Master's Hammer, even though it kinda, it went into the hit phase there, won't be able to recover against the fast RTL. Putting Volta in the lead here once again. Oh, that's so tricky. Missing with the Mappa and then pressing a button works every time. Nice, that could even be a kill almost, not quite. And here comes the safe jump, into more pressure, frame chop into 2 heavy, yes indeed, very basic stuff. The far slash is +4 like we mentioned, but it doesn't really leave you at a spacing where Slayer could do like any sort of meaningful like pressure resets without taking a risk. So your biggest option that you are probably looking for is the 5 heavy or 2 heavy frame trap afterwards. Nice, quick 1-2 into Kara Super. Poke has the 50 meter. Again with the respect, Poke, no respect whatsoever. One of these players is respectful and the other one is not, and it's working out.
I do love the fact that Poke is doing the old dazzle around his opponent when he gets a knockdown.
Yeah, you can even do that like off a Master's Hammer because it's so plus that you get first the forward dash and then you can go for another Master's Hammer to, reset the situation again. Is this high enough to avoid? This time, yes. Hey, Poke actually used the B Mappa there, so that was not in range to reach, however! Super... Probably not enough. Even with the Universe Super. Or Universe
Some scaling. Okay, back throw incident. Oh, no. Oh, but drops it. Oh, but it's... No drops, only half a little resets.
Both players with so much meter. Oh, this is gonna whiff and no RC available. No, it's not gonna whiff! RTL, my beloved! The best tool ever for Slayer matchup since Exerd. Are you kidding me?
I don't know if it hit the backdash or if Poke was trying to press but did it too early.
Got the Slayer players from back in the day since now have been like, why the fuck are you doing RTL? It makes no sense. This is why. It just does so well against Slayer stuff.
Nice. Oh, that actually hit Elk.
Go to 2 heavy. Counter or the frame trap once again. Ah, missed the close slash media there. And again, the elk sort of, whatchamacallit, the makeshift dash with elk does never leave you on a throw range, and I think Poke has been trying to throw there. Right, it's gonna play it safe and take the burst to the next round. There we go, that's the 2 heavy, the big one. I think the only problem is that even if you get a counter hit, if you counter hit Sin from the elk hunt from too far away, the combo would be probably impossible to make, actually. There we go, the 2 heavy is still active.
Damn. Okay, no loops.
Ooh, that was a smart option select there. Wall slash is gonna go into BNB combo. Spending all the stamina.
Oh, the back dash. And the side switch.
I wonder if you actually do need that 2S to vacuum to be able to dandy step behind. Or if Slayer can actually just steal the corner. I think most characters in Guilty Gear Strive can just steal without any space behind them. Yeah, here we go again.
Good reaction.
It's the most classic Sin mix-up to go into elk hoof from the heavy buttons, and Poke has been so vigilant for it. But now Volta through the wall. Gold Burst is the option this time. Up RC, and the patience to wait for the burst from Poke.
But no punish.
Oh, that's a big one. That could be a kill.
It is absolutely a kill.
Yeah, airborne hit close slash from Sin. There's so many different kinds of loops that you could end that with. You actually get a super big combo without using any stamina if you just dash cancel a couple of times as well. Oh, here we go, counter hit. Okay, a little late with the 6 heavy pickup. Speak of the 6 heavies.
There we go. Nice. Good pickups.
That was 3 hits and that was basically 40% of Volta's life. Nice.
The Sin is somewhat fragile from what I remember, but still.
Yeah, around I guess Kai level in terms of slightly,
maybe like a bit.
Yeah, slightly softer
worse
than Kai.
Yeah.
Ah, that was the worst lead! Oh! But a good... Wait, no, never mind, that was a double KO!
It was a double KO!
Actually got it!
Whoa!
Right, round start, Elk going under Mappa once again.
Nice whip block though.
Was that in either player's favor? I think that was the first game or first round of the game, so...
Like, yeah, but like since it was the first round, both players lost 1 life, so...
Yeah.
I guess
landed the link.
Guilty Gear is very funny about double KOs.
What? Anti-air with the 2 heavy? That's... a little difficult combo to hit for Volta there. You don't really see that kind of 2 heavy hitting that high almost ever, which might have actually bamboozled them. Now, Poke going for a very early hard bait on the burst here. Volta not ready to bite just yet. To the other side, missed the opportunity to meaty.
He just keeps getting tossed.
We're just waiting for the elk there. Far slash, working as an anti-air as well here. But that is probably the kind of thing that he just needs because, you know, I think you can justify needing stuff that, you know, works in your favor in terms of like makeshift mobility.
Nice.
Such as like the far slash taking a massive step forward. Absolutely needs it. Alright, speaking of RTL as well as Elk, 2 kind of tools that, you know, chase Slayer very deep around.
counter hit. He's gonna wall stick, yes, and we get the wall break.
Ooh, interesting. I was like, if he uses a follow-up here, then he won't be able to go for the Kara Super, but he actually got a wall stick out of that Elk too. Full meter, what we're gonna do? Mappa RC, yep, of course. Didn't get the back shot out of that.
Yeah. The burst. It's a lot of meter on Volta's side. And you don't even need it.
Right, this will be the first set point. Volta. Ooh, the air throws out of that forward dash in the air. Okay. Gonna hit Elk, converts it into a throw, and now the corner pressure. What you got, Pokey? What's the counter strategy? Oh no, presses a button again! Into the Elk! The Elk does not take Sin to the throw range!
Not quite!
With the overhead. Yeah, there really wasn't anything that Pokey could have done there. I think Deflect Shield was the only thing. It's either do the Deflect Shield or guess for the high-low. And would you look at that, another 7-4. But this time, it's the non-Slayer side taking the cake. Good fight though, back and forth. We could already see like fragments of how the neutral is gonna be played between these two characters. It's gonna be a wild shootout from half screen away. I think the matchup is definitely more interesting than it was in Exerd.
Yeah. Yeah, both players played it super well.
But then again, I guess I'm like an open Slayer hater in the older games. So any kind of I will say Slayer in this game seems a lot of fun, whereas in the older games I definitely wasn't the biggest Slayer advocate. So that's definitely plus for me. All right, next pair in. We got OLC fighting against yet another Finnish Slayer player. This time Jalis. Definitely top 8 material when it comes to Finnish tournament scene. In fact, I forgot how far Jalis got on his install tournament run. I want to say he made top 8.
He was top 16 at least.
At least.
I want to say he made top 8 too, but I cannot remember anymore. My brain got melded by the Gold Lewis Grand Final.
Yeah. Fair. I think Jalis got at least one practice set versus May earlier.
Yeah, I think he was playing Zing earlier.
That will be a very, very accomplished Finnish May player. In fact, the player that
Slayer versus May.
So my gut instinct tells me that this is probably gonna be a little weird for Slayer, because Slayer traditionally has had some difficulties with anti-airing, and now that Slayer doesn't have his old 2S anymore, the map actually went through the beach ball there, by the way. That was interesting. But I wonder how Slayer players are gonna solve the imminent May Airlines issue. I mean, 6P got your back, I suppose. And good routing from Jalis,
nice.
as we've come to know.
Very convincing first round.
This is one of the players who were like absolutely top. What kind of jump kick? Hello? Are we so bad guy now? Nice, the counter.
Actually, still picked up from that. Oh, the 6K feint. It's so funny.
The classic. If you hold it, it actually omits the last hit, and that's it. Jalis with literally like 4 combos in this whole game. That's exactly what we would expect from Jalis. Like he mastered ABBA in such a short amount of time and was able to play ABBA in basically at the highest level in Europe. And now we're probably doing it. Oh, then we come the back and forth of the dashes.
The schmoes.
Oh, that was a good shimmy. 6P working out once again. Yeah, so far, I'm not seeing the difficulties in anti-airing Mei. Right, OLC finally, with a little bit of success of their own. Corner to corner with the 50 meter. Missed the input there at the end.
That was supposed to be a wild assault. It's imperative that you don't let Jalis play, and that's exactly what you do.
Yeah, Slayer definitely not the whatchamacallit, doesn't have the best defensive options available.
Yeah.
Especially because of the newest. What? The up dolphin? Okay. Into. Looking good for OLC. Close slash into split.
Yeah.
Yeah, and Slayer,
Nice.
when he get like a jump off, he can't move like, you know, like he used to be with the jump 2K. Yeah, Mei stole Slayer's jump 2K. Now it's Mei who's moving. It's like if you get a jump out in the corner, you're basically just working with the same tools that everybody else. You air dash out, or you get red.
Duel 1.
I do have to say though that Slayer's instant air dash is very different from what he used to have. He used to have a very fast and short instant air dash. In Strive, he has a very floaty and far-reaching air dash.
Movement.
Backdash, avoiding 2D completely.
I think the first time I saw Slayer doing the back and forth dash moving in this game, and I was like, oh, it's no matter, I will just throw OS my FD and I will be fine, and then I was like, oh no.
Yeah, this pressure is still going into 5D tap, however, opponent a little too high on life.
Nice.
3K, under that 5K, and now all...
Yeah, this will lost the easily. It's the hard knockdown.
Oh, just waiting it out. Was probably expecting maybe a deflect shield from Jalis. Perchance. Right, the up dolphin on the way down, actually beating the 2K from the vampire. Ooh, dashed in basically into a throw distance, but was a little afraid to hit it. And there we go, with the 5 heavy. Come to my hammer. I got some counter hits as well here. Good trade there for OLC,
nice,
however.
Good reactions. Oh, nice.
He's dead, right?
No? Okay.
Jalis, I
See,
think
there we go.
was trying to do...
Jalis, stop playing with your food.
Was trying to do the horizon there. Missed it and then got another hit confirm into it.
It is anyway.
Duel 1.
I mean, it's understandable. It's a new super, and I think, you know, I've been messing up the input as well.
Yeah.
Double Hado into heavy button. I don't think Slayer ever has had that super input before.
Maybe not.
I think Eternal Wings was Doctor Circle back. I forgot. All right, this is gonna work out. Jalis will have to pull out all the stops here, or perhaps just one more counter hit is what it takes.
Or just one more dolphin.
Duel 2.
Nice! Hit them with the stanky leg.
The classic 6 heavy, working as a makeshift anti-air. Ooh, that's not a makeshift anti-air, that's a big anti-air. Close slash, misses the super again. I think there's no way that Jalis didn't want to do the super there.
I just missed the input.
And I think
Nice, good throw.
on newer, like when I'm learning newer characters, if I haven't lapped the timing with which you recover out of your wall sticks, it can, the situation can be a little weird, and you might end up doing your supers or whatever you're trying to do a little too early.
Yeah, absolutely.
Right, 6K, I believe, also plus tried to go
It's
for
a
the
lot of
5D.
risk.
That would have actually been a counter hit if Jalis land that 5D.
Nice, the 6K thing. And the universe. Damn.
I think that was one of the first instances of us seeing Slayer players doing the P-Dandy into an immediate cross-up pile bunker there. They at least used off of close slash. And it's a really good move, like really cool maneuver, especially if you're holding on to 50 meter. Because then if it hits, you get a combo. If it doesn't, well, you get to switch sides and then give up your pressure. But oh, but they tried to go for a YRC, I think, but got a blue RC instead. There we go, close slash 5D, Jalis routing, and the damage, super coming up this time, no misses. Jalis advancing forward like he's always been him. As one other famous Dracula said, got the burst with the RC.
Oh my god! Damn! Try to 2H.
Yeah, the Dolphin, as long as you, well, I guess the Dolphin does take you off the ground, and as long as you hit the upper body of Slayer, you're gonna find your mark.
Yeah.
Enable Universe, big one.
The Universe. This is huge. Wait, up already.
I think literally one more hit and Jalis gets the kill before the wall stuck. Went into jump slash instead of getting an air throw. Nice, and
nice.
Was that jump P or jump K? That. Wait a second. I think jump P shouldn't be Gatlingable into a jump D, so that must have been a heavier button than jump B, unless Slayer has some sort of unique Gatling from P to D in the air. That's also the first time today that we've seen anybody using the jump D from Slayer. It's a very peculiar kind of move. I think it delays his air momentum a little, used in some air combos. Ooh, actually, it's trading. The other side, nice. And another one!
Time to guess.
The Master Hammer on like normal hit ain't gonna get you much, just a heart knockdown, but you can basically perform the same again. Get of the Universe 2K!
Nice.
Hits big. Was that not a real safe jump, looks like. And another really good shimmy from OLC. Finds the hit. This won't kill. Slayer is a tough boy after all.
He's a big boy.
Let's see if Jalis chooses to play. Still okay. We're
interesting burst choices, but okay, yeah.
Jalis definitely would be one of those players who is like, I want to play this round still. How about we gamble for the round win?
Fair. Let's go gambling.
Right to the other side with the fake though. Jalis trying to air, not finding the target, and 5 PP mash makes Jalis out of the pressure sequence. Right, the tricky stuff coming this time is the cross up, and then the other side.
It's a throw, I guess. Oh, it's not over till it's over.
Yeah, tough situation. Is like when you're holding pressure from some of the top strike throwers in the game, even Slayer has to sort of, I mean specifically Slayer, because he doesn't really have any specific shenanigans to get himself out of there. Right, good 6B.
Nice. Gets the burst.
Once again,
just
punches
fuck
the
your
ball.
beach ball.
I hate sea life and beach equipment all alike.
Nice.
Cross up into a low. If one type of mix-up wasn't enough, 1, 2, 3.
Not quite.
Yeah, Japanese guts or something,
Japanese
something.
guts.
Alright, lots of burst resources for both players. Good reaction from from Jalis. I think Mei has one of the fastest dash cancels in the game in those pressure situations, but Jalis clearing it. Just like that. More pressure. Jalis has so much meter still. Looking like an OTG, but I think it breaks. No, never mind.
Okay. I wonder what the frame situation was there.
Oh, again!
And the 6K fade.
As the meaty, it is
Loves
very
that
slow.
thing.
Technically, if you are aware that it's an option, you should be able to react to the little bit of a bow there. Dandy.
Andy.
This is
Love
really...
that they kept the Haiku thing from his instant kills.
Yeah. And I think is that like the first time ever we hear Sharon's voice actually? All the lore heads?
Yeah. He also talks during the universe counter.
Right. Bringing your wife with you to the battle for reals this time.
Nice.
Before, just looking from the sidelines. This time, you know, calling it as it is. You got fucking counter hit, bitch. Oh, speaking of counter hits.
Nice. Big counter hit.
Yeah, once again, Jalis on the hunt for those close slash anti-airs. Pushing OLC towards the corner. Do we have it? Yes, indeed. Jalis actually hit the close slash there, not 6P. Fucking madman. I would not.
I mean, it's a very good close slash. It's like Nagoriyuki close slash plus. I think it's the exact same frame data, but the box is huge. It's massive.
Ooh,
so it does more damage.
To the other side and far slash, very comfortable confirm.
Nice.
Starting to get very, or like this is kind of like a point where, oh nice, anti-air close slash once again.
It feels nice.
I think those aren't even accidental. Jalis is like just consciously hunting for them because they're gonna hit for so much. Again, the 6K feint to the other side, and with the low, that should be, no, not quite the wrap. I think Jalis was trying to do the setup where you do the K Mappa to simulate a dash in, and should still get a meaty. Missed it that time though. Yeah, Jalis is getting dangerously closer to the 7 points here. OLC will definitely have their work cut out for them. We need 5. Looking for 5 wins. Gonna be extra dandy here to, you know, pull it through against one of Finland's finest. 3 days. And he's already this good. Nice response, 2D. Chasing Mei out of that S-Dolphin backdash. A little bit of, like a little stuttery.
Is it lagging? Yeah, I was just gonna ask, is it lagging for you or just me?
It's probably lagging for everybody here, but looks like it's stabled.
I mean,
for now.
Sometimes there is some whack spectator-only lag.
I'll believe it. After all the shit I've seen, I believe every single word that they say about the spectator mode of Guilty Gear Strive.
I remember I was told pretty early in the game that sometimes it lags for spectators, but for the players it's fine, so I want to believe it's fine.
Again, very good counter hit confirm from the K Mappa. And
Nice close flash. We're gonna get the super. Oh, yeah, no super.
saving.
Hard
Yeah,
knockdown anyway.
I guess it is one strategy for Slayer to use burst instead of. Yeah, because of exactly that. However, I didn't even consider it.
Like
If
the
you,
idea.
yeah, because like usual super confirms, you would lose only 50 meter if they burst perfectly. But for Last Horizon, it's gonna take everything away if you're wrong. God,
That's a lot of damage, by the way. That's
That's a lot of jump D's in a
70%.
combo. But that wasn't the normal Mei combo, was it? I can't even remember when I've seen that combo before.
Maybe something a dragon just hit me with once in a blue moon, but... Oh, look at the damage.
Right, Yali's basically looking for one more hit.
There it is. Oh,
burst. We want to use our meter after all. Guard crush from the 6 heavy. Ooh, dangerous looking whiff on that 2 heavy. But OLC still pulls it through.
Time supply.
Alright, 4. 4 left. Not impossible, but against the wild boy like
just
Yalis.
told me that apparently suddenly the ping jumped to like 200, so maybe the issues were in spectator only. Let's hope it stabilizes.
At least it's been something that only occasionally has plagued players so far. Yeah, the Mappa really does go through the beach ball,
Reverse moment. Nice.
In the back shot. We've got full loop, yes
Nice.
indeed.
Beautiful.
Every little bit of damage scored. Yeah, Yalis tried to reach for the air throw there, expecting OLC to go for one as well. Yeah, bounce
And
forward, show them the
so
fish.
Powerful.
Bam! And it's like, what, only 1 frame slower than Sol? I think 11 frames is Slayer's far
It's
slash.
11 frames, I think, yeah. 11 frames startup and +4. Amazing.
Oh,
Okay.
forgot to do their option, perhaps?
Moment of peace.
Oh,
Okay.
okay.
Right on the punish.
Immediate burst. A little bit of a hero kind, but you know, we are working with a working with a character that could, of one more combo, end it all. Oh my god, he got it again! Not enough meter to close it out just yet. JK, air to air, finds a hit.
Nice.
RC, yes indeed, Yalis! Turns out, the commitment, the hero, quotations hero burst, was in fact premeditated, perfectly calculated. And goddamn, Yalis was good at math that day. Yeah, going into this matchup, I was like, how is Yalis gonna anti-air? But it looks like the combination of 6P and the close slashes, no problem whatsoever. It felt like OLC didn't get to do any of the air movement whatsoever. Every time
Like,
he went airborne, it's the close slash, the wall.
but yeah, like watching Slayer, he has the Nago Close Slash, which is an amazing anti-air. He has the 5P, which is also an amazing anti-air. And the 6P is not quite Nagaryuki tier, but it's still good. It worked pretty well, at least in this set. Like, definitely has some tools to try to keep Mei out of his face.
It's kind of a surprising turn of events. Usually, like, characters such as this don't, like, they are compensated from a different angle, whereas usually, like, their neutral isn't as strong. Often enough, like, how strong your neutral is strongly tied to how well you can anti-air. And Slayer's archetype, I guess... Well, I shouldn't say, because he's always had 2S, which was, like,
Yeah.
one of the GOAT anti-airs of old gear. But, yeah, I guess anti-air's not a problem. Especially if you're goated like Yalis here. Alright, but speaking of goated players, this man Aggu. When there's a new DLC character, there is also Aggu. A combination that, you know, something that happens as surely as sun rises every single morning.
Yeah, so Sol versus Slayer, two very explosive characters.
Ah, finally the soul matchup. I've been talking about the similarities between these characters for a while, and now we actually We got
Now
both
we
the
get to
boys.
see it.
Will be the second time that Yo will be appearing on Bounty Hunters, if I
Mankind knew that they cannot
recall
Yeah, I think so.
correctly. It will be a different character. I think previously Yo played Leo,
Yeah, I think so.
but Sol, I think, is his main character. Maybe question mark. Will be today.
Oh, nice!
Starting the big
I
reach
wasn't
right from
even
the get
sure which side you were supposed to block it on.
Yeah, right?
Oh.
It's sometimes those situations where you just cross yourself up. Like, yo, he knew.
Nice goes over. I think I saw someone talking about this earlier in the chat, but DPs probably work pretty well against Slayer. Unless he crosses you up and you fuck up your input and then you die.
Yeah. I mean, there is certain amount of inevitability to everything that Slayer does. You do Dandy Step, you're always coming back. It's like there is no old P Dandy shenanigans in mid-screen. When you press a Dandy, you're going forward into the opponent or going back and then back into the opponent.
But look, for a second, Aggu is gonna dodge the DP, but then when they put their hitboxes into it.
Right, damage is certainly inbound, as Yo has kindly informed us. So bad guy indeed hits pretty hard. So does this character. Like 4 hits and 40% damage done on Sol. Safe jump. Yeah, there's the DP that you were talking about. Good recognition from Aggu that the flames were coming. So saving themselves, hopping to the other side, trying to throw. That was a command grab.
Nice.
Their time.
He still gets the conversion.
Alright, is 2 rounds is all it took for Aggu. Oh, I missed the punish there.
Oh no!
Very delayed hit from that bandit bringer. Use the red wireless hold, but Aggu finds the timing. Fight into
Universe. Okay. Huh? I think he was trying to super maybe, but it just didn't come out.
You know, when that happened, I was like, it wall stuck after like 2 hits, and Aggu was probably like, what the fuck is this? I got my universe counter, and you wall stick me after 2 hits? Hello? And just was stubborn and didn't want to finish the combo, maybe.
Understandable, have a nice day.
That's kind of how I felt there
True.
in Aggu's shoes. Like, I worked so hard for this bite, and then the universe, and this? The DP putting Aggu back into the corner, went for the throw way too early. 6 heavy into blue wild assault. There's a gap. Yo, and it's the DP through to the other side, not quite. Ooh, we're still going to the other side. All right, I got it. I get it, Aggu. You had it all figured out.
I get hit with the bringer.
Oh,
Nice!
Interruption. Missed the back shot.
But the file doesn't hit anymore.
But our target is still in the corner. Most anticlimactic blood-sucking universes for Aggu when like they basically have taken the round already.
Sliding into the flames.
Ooh, yeah, I was trying. That was a good idea. The far slash from perfect distance, but the timing was.
That's a big hit.
Oh, jump cancel there. No matter. Target still contained in the corner. Northman with 50 burst to spend. Ooh, nice timing. Catches the DP with blood-sucking universe. Buff has been nullified by the 2K2D from Yo. Back into it. Forced wall stick. Again, I think Aggu's having some
Because I know
difficulties.
Slayer has slump setups. I wonder if he's trying to go for those, but there's like one button that launches Sol like 1 millimeter high, and then it's not enough to slump.
Perfect timing there on the the K Mappa. Was basically started the K Mappa when Gunflame was still active on the screen, but through the sheer amount of hours that Aggu has played the game, knew that that's gonna expire at the perfect moment, and sliding through the flames, counter hitting Yo. Speaking of counter hitting though, going into the corner, a guard crush, good fuzzy jump out of the corner. Or rather, as a punish. Those are 2 combos from coast to coast. We stick, we break, and now, no RC there. I imagine that was...
Yeah. Is this gonna hit? Not quite. There's RC.
Funny thing is, I think Aggu was already on the second or the next layer, because Yo tried to punish the super, but Aggu was already dandy stepping and then punishing the punish attempt. The other side. Ah, the vortex.
Wait. Vortex.
What's the vortex symbol? Is that S? So it was trying to do.
How did that happen?
Was trying to do DP instead and got vortex. I think out of that cross up.
Yeah, maybe. I think that's what happened. See, that's what I was also talking about with the DPs, because if Slayer switches you up or like crosses you over, then you're just gonna get everything else but the DP.
Yeah. What do you mean you're not using your option select that DPs from both sides?
True.
Is there even one?
I mean, I was just gonna ask, does this game have crosscut DPs? Because I don't exactly have a reversal DP I would ever use in such a situation.
The only DP option select I use is the FD/DP. Oh, to the other side. There we go.
Did you block? I didn't block.
I didn't block either. I just love as an old Akihiko Sanada player from B4U. I just love those P mappers through and then straight into pile bunker cross ups. This time attempted to whiff punish with a 2 heavy, because previously the far slash didn't end up working out. But again, Akku's just a couple of frames too slow. This is a successful backdash, but not getting their button out afterwards. Could have gone for, I imagine, Hand of Doom. The thing about Hand of Doom is that it has no invis whatsoever, and you technically, when you go for it, it cuts your invis period immediately. So you gotta be really careful not to do Hand of Doom too early from your backdash. That should be a punish, yeah, close slash kind.
Nice.
Yeah, Dan. Use the K mappa to, you know, do it as a command dash. Skip next to the opponent and ready to close slash. Yeah, the start was extremely explosive for Yo, but Aggu only needed like approximately 1 game to get warmed up. Alright, momentum burst.
Bit of a slow start, but nice, good DP.
The
I think I was talking about that earlier as well, that some characters can probably pretty easily react to the Master's Hammer follow-up with a DP.
It would probably be one of the safest thing that you can do. Anything that you can do on reaction. We've been seeing talks about reaction throwing, but I think the timing is relatively tight for that one.
It's a bit tight, and then sometimes it doesn't land on throw range.
Yeah, spacing is definitely an issue. Ooh, speaking of spacing, landed from the Master's Hammer, and Yo missed a whiff punish there. There we go, there's the whiff punish that Aggu has been looking for the whole set. And you absolutely need to have that. You can't let Sol just do Bandit Bringer for free.
Never stop, just go.
This time, yeah, the frame trap previously getting thrown out of that. 6P mash to the other side, immediate wall stick. Short and simple, sweet. 6K preventing Yo from going airborne. The 2K, wow, reaching relatively far there.
Nice, good DP.
Players technically looking for one more good combo. This ain't gonna kill, but will score a heart knockdown. Aggu with 50. What's it gonna be? There's the backdash hand of doom.
Nice.
And working as a
It
nice
looks
combo
so
starter.
cool when it works.
And that was that a link to 5K that I saw? Is the I think the heaviest button that you can
Maybe.
get. Or that should be the heaviest button that you can get on normal hit, but I think counter hits might have some other options, perhaps. Going back to the lobby momentarily, perhaps.
What is happening?
Be taking a small breather, switching songs, switching stages, anything that they are. Oh, I'm not sure if Yo knows that this is a character lock event, or whether they.
I mean, if Aggu doesn't mind, then
Well, we'll see. We'll see how it develops. I think Aggu generally doesn't care all that much.
yeah.
Although it
We
is
have
a-
in the sign up form that says that this is character locked event, right?
It does.
Yeah.
Right, but looks like that's not slowing down Aggu's advancement too much. Ooh, and still another loop. A full one. I think that was a 3. Nice reactions there. Catches. Oh, I think actually from the heart knockdown that should be able to land as a melee, so technically should disallow throwing. Might have been a little late there. Oh, that's gonna be 6 heavy counter hits. First one that we see tonight. The pile bunker not close enough to the corner there, perhaps even too close to the ground.
What? What am I witnessing?
I'm actually surprised that the pile bunker,
the head.
like both of those times, didn't wall stick for Aggu. Was that because it was too close to the ground, or maybe an OTG?
Duel 1.
A little bit of the same that the Slayer can do, dashing through the opponent. Flash kick, out of there, into. Which side? High or low? Is the question.
Nice
Wise.
throw. Just bites through the DP.
Right, important hit for Yo to land. He's able to nullify the universe. For now, nice delay on the 2S as well. Finds the frame trap, finds the kill. But Yo definitely has their work cut out for them here. 6-1, and Aggu's look showing no signs of slowing down. In fact, we're going to the space.
Oh no, the drop.
But the gravity of the planet, unfortunately, pulling Yo out of that big potential combo.
Video of the universe.
And that must have been consciously just letting Yo.
Oh,
It's gonna hit.
nice.
Aggu 1 round away potentially from closing out this set here. Neutral jump gets you actually a punish there on the 2D round start. How do we deal with that? We just neutral jump, yeah. Aggu, patient. Don't need to commit. Patience is one of the words that I usually wouldn't expect to, mention first on the adjectives that describe Slayer players, but Aggu is definitely built different. Clone slash into some sort of a fast RC shenanigan, looking for one more hit. And there it is. Yo, bets the farm on that round start DP. And Aggu from a safe distance. It's in the bag. Another player here, Aggu, that you would often expect to take their DLC debut match. I think Aggu. I think I haven't ever seen Aggu lose a DLC introductory event.
Yeah, they're super good at the game. Very nice showing.
Alright, more strong Slayer players inbound, and fourth Finnish one. It's that guy.
It's him. He has been him. He will continue to be him.
He's been him.
Solid has been so hype over Slayer for the past whenever he was announced. He's been counting days.
Counting like down from 30 or something. He's been him. He's been Slayer for 30 days already. No other player in Guilty Gear Strive has mained this character as long as Solid has. Already more than 30 days.
That's the wrong character.
Also the cursed Crossipessi.
Crossipessi Pena.
Also almost as cursed as Pena. Don't ask. Finnish memes.
This is just a bunch of stupid Finnish memes stringed together, and if you wanted to explain them out, you would have to have like a small classroom lecture, basically.
Pretty much. Although surprisingly decent amount of foreigners are vibing with the Finnish memery. So I guess there's...
Let's see those Crossipessis.
We got them.
Mankind
Do we
knew
got
they
them?
could not change society. So instead of reflecting on
Yeah, Solid has
themselves,
been
they
super hype about Slayer, and he was labbing on stream like minute 1. He clearly likes the character a lot. I'm very happy for him.
Yeah, went and said that the very least this is gonna be a sub character, but of course for now we are fully committed and see how far this character can really carry us. So Jungie really loves that heavy fireball pressure reset, loves checking if the opponent is awake and ready to react. And here we go with the counter hits. That was a really nice timing on the burst. Was able to burst Solid into the corner and escape himself. I guess that's probably one of the downsides of the back shot is that you can get bursted really nasty in a really nasty way and switch positions.
Yeah, that's what I was just gonna say, because like the way Slayers these cross-up combos work, then if your opponent is aware, they can just burst you into the corner.
And stuff like this probably hasn't been very thought out just yet, but give it like a couple of weeks or maybe a month and players will come out with, you know, all sorts of creative counterplay as time goes by.
Absolutely.
Ooh, just pressing the bar slash straight into the fists. That's the link.
Gets the
And
bite. Nice, good DP.
respect the heavy fireball plus frames.
Just go.
He's gonna bring it back. Solid is like, all right, I'll play. Really close to 50 meter, and there we go.
Love how the first one didn't hit, and it was just like, yeah, go on, try me. Then you see the stunned bird into the 2H.
It is very logical reaction from Jungie that too heavy from Slayer. If you whiff it, you should be technically dying if the opponent is close enough.
Absolutely.
So Jungie used basically the fastest move in their toolkit, but it just unfortunately was a little too late still.
Nice, 2D. Let's go.
2D is surprisingly good button for this iteration of Slayer, for the reason that you can cancel it.
You can cancel it, and it has like only 16 recovery. It's super fast.
And advancing lows, they are kind of cool. Oh, the hand of doom.
Nice.
Once again used successfully by Solid. Now Kai is kind of the embodiment of active frame, so gotta be really careful where you are trying to Hand of Doom and or backdash to begin with as Slayer. Try to backdash. Speaking of them reach and the active frames, whoa, what was that?
Damn.
Big heavy DP sending Solid back into the corner, and now the pressure. 5D tap, still gets the combo. Let's see, Jungie. Oh, I like
It's a
that.
bite. Universe trade. Oh, this might be. Oh, it absolutely is.
I absolutely love the thought process from Solid because they saw that Jungie had the burst ready to go, so they kind of did like a soft reset into a bite instead, kind of looking for the burst at the same time. There we go, Slayer. Once again, Solid tries to backdash out of that far slash, but there is nowhere to go. Just hits too far.
This backdash just doesn't cut it.
And I think they increased the active frames of Kai far slash at one point, didn't they?
Think so, maybe? I'm actually unsure. I just remember they buffed the startup of it. Now it looks like a shitpost button.
Speaking of that button,
Speaking of,
you know, historically Kai has been a very tricky matchup for Slayer, and I think that like seeing the far slashes, seeing some of this stuff, it really reminds me of the good old days. So
Duel 1.
it's looking like Solid will have to find some sort of clever solutions here. Of course, the 6B ready to go. If you jump out of that heavy fireball, very, very dangerous thing to jump out of. You would much rather, if you see your opponent cancel their pressure string into it, you would much rather punch them in the face than go airborne.
yeah.
Tap dust.
That's a lot of meter.
Lead it to a kill,
Should
yeah.
be. Yeah.
Alright, looks like Jungie is finally warmed up and ready to blaze.
Oh, nice. Good bait.
I really like that Solid seems to be working. Ooh.
Flashed with the DP, are you serious?
But Jungie had the presence of mind to clash cancel as well, so saving themselves. Ooh, you don't want to trade that. 5 heavy, one of the better starters for Slayer. Hard bait once again, but Solid remembers. One of those players who is paying attention to the opponent's habits and has seen that hard bait before.
Absolutely a skill in itself.
It requires a lot of patience because slots. Oh, speaking of, go through, get the round.
Let's get naked.
Duel 3.
It takes a lot of, you know, patience to not hit the burst when you're just about ready to go down. There we go, now challenging the
Nice.
heavy fireball reset.
Oh, good jump.
Alright, RC perhaps switching sides. Yes, indeed. Now the option. Very good timing on the
Burst
burst.
him in the corner. Nice, very good.
A little short on the DOT. So we'll have to go back to neutral. There we go. It goes for it so fast. That was S fireball as well.
Any hit will do. Oh, that's tough.
Oh, it was probably looking for the stagger pressure was probably looking for YRC, but Solid had other plans. I have 100. Why should I use YRC? In this situation, YRC is actually the wrong play. That's so dangerous because you can't RC YRC, but you can RC. You're dead on time.
Duel 1. Let's rock.
Alright, lots of plus frames there. Electricity. Tried to react to it. Ooh, big counter hit. Again, looked like a hard bait on the burst, but Solid. I think at this point we'll probably just hold on to the burst for dear life and probably spend it on wild assaults maybe instead, if anything. Or just take it to the next round, that works as well.
Just take it to the next round.
A hard bait is probably like slightly less valuable than just the burst out. So you're even if you're not bursting that round, you just kind of
Nice,
got almost
okay.
equivalent value. Solid also using these like forward dash jumps to get the hand of doom to the other side.
Nice, good cross.
Oh wow, the spacing on Jungie.
Nice.
Have to hold this. Electricity applied. Nice, that's exactly
Oh,
what
I
you need.
love 5P Antares. I love them.
And you absolutely have to challenge those as well. Once you're electrified, you don't want to let them flip kick, because that leads into plus million. Kind of same effect as Master's Hammer in a way. Not quite as good, but
Big hit.
abiding their time.
Yeah, good DP. Oh, the backdash.
The backdash Hand of Doom has been, I think, the option that
Pretty well.
Solid has been using against throws for the most part. Now that I think about it.
It does work.
Yeah, against throws it's like no problem because you don't have...
Nice.
Throws won't produce strikes, so your backdash technically can't get caught.
Oh. We got one gorilla.
Wait, did I hear gorilla? I was like,
Yeah,
wait, are you talking about gorillas there?
Yeah, they because the whole haiku is randomized, and I think you can even get a double gorilla.
Oh, that's actually so cool.
I wonder if you can get a triple gorilla so that every single line has a gorilla.
Because I thought that it's like just a set of like pre-written haikus, but that's actually way more hype.
Yeah, I think every single like line is randomized. Or like they have the lines written in advance and then it just randomizes from those.
God, this character really is just a labor of love from the devs, like a lot of players have been saying.
So much. I said before he came out that I don't think I will be playing him myself, but now that I'm watching him, I'm like, it's just a little bit of Slayer.
Right, basic strike throw, sending the electricity. Walking confidently into and a safe poke 5k.
High 5k is one of the buttons I have ever seen.
Yeah, it's where like some buttons like close slashes struggle to be, you know, safe jabs against a lot of DPs and supers. Kai's just, I think Kai can even safe jab 9-framers with it if your timing is absolutely perfect. It does take a little bit of skill, of course, because, you know, you have to nail that perfect frame, of course.
Yeah, it needs to be tight.
Again, the same RPS. A little late there on Stun Dipper.
Good stuff.
5D tap, yeah, 20 frame overhead. Even the best of us will succumb. It's only 50 meter to defend with. Do we...
Nice.
Oh, this is bad. RC incoming. Yeah, and you're guessing between so many things at that point. That was one of those situations where you don't really want to commit to the deflect shield either to push Kai away, because it's out of your pocket for this round.
I saw the purple flash earlier on round star when Solid jumped. I wonder if he was trying to do the step cancel command grab.
Yeah, it is a good question, because
if you do it a bit wrong, like if you mess up the timing, I think you get jumped.
Yeah, it's like a super jump is a very common backdash cancel miss input or step cancel miss input in this game as well. But on the other hand, it is like you do those on purpose as well, like the dash jumps, because that gives Slayer a little bit of like unique kind of movement that kind of same way as you can do with Johnny, because you can cancel the startup of his dash. I think all the characters who all two of the characters who can't block out of their forward dashes can do that. Right, normal hit, it's late, not gonna convert into much other than a KD. And Jungie breaking out of the corner. RC is an option here. But now this pressure situation from Jungie will lack all and every bit of resource burnage. Did get the gold burst out of Solid though. stick. So close, not quite. But again, Solid in a tough situation, trying to mash with a 2D. But unfortunately, doesn't quite low profile as much as in previous games, I believe. So won't be able to go under that far slash. Ooh, brave 2P there. Vacuum them into the mix-up. I think what Solid perhaps lacks in the combo execution department, or who knows, maybe Solid is actually like consciously choosing to not route into those difficult combos because you can drop. You would much rather get the consistent routing. But what he perhaps lacks in the fancy combo department, he's definitely making up with neutral decision making.
There's some good fundies going on.
Yep, speaking of them,
the guy special.
Are you gonna try to fuzzy jump and risk perhaps getting eating a strike? Or are you gonna take the throw? Ooh, this time's exploding out of the round start. Is Solid into nice counter hit confirm. Jungie immediately going for the DP though, and back throw into the most cozy place in the world. I think Jungie didn't press a button here. Yep, making sure that Jungie is in fact converting into the proper combo before bursting, so got the value, but didn't manage to recover the position. Soft knockdown, Slayer's time to play still.
Nice, good DP. Oh, what? I think he just didn't dab enough. A lot of meter.
YRC stopping Solid's advancement and was deeming
quite enough.
Was a good idea, but Solid again on Slayer.
Oh,
Had to spend the burst.
Oh. And the dash up throw. Oh my god.
Of course. And it's been working out so far because I think it makes sense as well because Jungie is sensing that Solid is very respectful on their defense. And how do you exploit respectful? Go for the throws.
Absolutely.
Right, DP works out again. And the meat is missed from Jungie's side, but again, the back throw into the corner. How do we solve this? 2P, misses the link. Or the cancel, rather. Ooh, again! The nastiest tries to take off, but gets tagged by the heavy fireball. Okay. Jump slash, unfortunately not having
the death. Just.
The jump S from Solid, unfortunately not the best hitbox as far as I can remember. And of course, Sky has super good anti-airs to also force you to lose out of those disadvantages air to run situations. Yeah. Again, yeah. Even if you get jump out of that, you're putting yourself basically in a disadvantageous air to ground position against Kai. Go, big damage opportunity.
Oh, catch it 2H.
Yeah, far slash, the right option, right tool to kill 2 heavies, because 2 heavy is so slow. Far slashes are its neutral enemy. Alright, break the wall. One more sliver health left for Solid. Was trying to check whether Solid wanted. This will actually go through!
It'll go through! Yeah, you'll hit!
I think the.
Oh, but the jump!
There are many supers in the game that kinda send a projectile very fast. Johnny, Baiken, but we so far we haven't had a super that is kinda like Michael Sword from Justice that just cleaves the whole screen immediately. So that's kind of the utility portion of the super mappa.
I remember Solid showcasing on his stream that if Asuka does the super after wall break, then Slayer can just do super map on reaction and it'll still go through. It's insane. Nice.
Because it just kind of instantly displaces Slayer, so he's just not there anymore.
Nice. The crossy-pessy.
Crossy-pessy is real. Ooh, okay.
Nice.
Probably warranting a burst there.
Oh, nice! Stanky leg.
Once again, the DP working out so well for Jungie.
Oh,
feint?
6k feint.
Oh, what side?
What? Which side?
I think, surprisingly, I think the Blood-Sucking Universe might have been the wrong call here, because it's not the hardest damage ender. And Jungie surviving with just a litter.
Oh no, Solid not like this. Oh, Solid not like.
Is it a kill? 50 meters? It's gotta be a kill.
It's a kill. It's absolutely a kill. Didn't even need a super.
No way.
Oh,
the routing, the BSU. It was cool, but unfortunately,
it was cool, but oh no.
It gave Jungie the opportunity to fight back,
Mankind.
where it should have been Solid's
It's over
round.
till it's over.
Right, Mappa into Mappa. Nice. This time catches the DP with a Blood-Sucking Universe.
Oh, wait, what?
I wonder if
Just there was no strike, so the YRC just didn't hit anything. Like.
Right, spend 50
in the world.
for sit. Close slash. All right, damage inbound.
Nice.
Far slash. I wonder if that was a frame 1 far slash, or if Jungie actually took a micro step back there. Whoa, there's a counter hit, so that's gonna go into a combo. Heavy DP. No invo frames on the startup. A little too far for the 6P. 1-2P too many. But still able to box Solid in the corner, and now, for the first time, going on a set point position. Jungie versus the most excited, enthusiastic soldier of the Finnish Slayer army, fighting for his life here.
Yeah, pretty good. Oh, what?
Alright, let's see your best punish.
Hardly.
Missed the link.
Okay.
He missed a 5k, I think, wanted to go for a 5k 2D. Oh, that's interesting. FRC. Alright, another time.
Interesting DP.
Now, went for the right path this time, but missed it.
Nice.
Is he gonna kill if he gets the back shots?
No,
tried.
the 2H. Oh, it was so close though.
It was
It's the
probably
wall
worth
stick, it's the hard
try.
knockdown.
No
And
way.
the dash up throw, the Kai special.
It made sense, I think, in my head to try to go for the back shot setup, because otherwise Solid probably doesn't have enough damage because he didn't have the 50 meter for a super.
Yeah.
But dropped it at slightly critical timing and got punished. And Jungie just was so good at, coming back from these drops, mistakes, all sorts of situations where they got to flip the momentum on its head.
Is that it? Wait,
I think that was 7.
did I miscount? Oh, that was 7, okay. I thought I'm keeping track, but I'm a Nago player, I can only count to 3.
But I think if you want to find the good in a bad situation, is there's just when you lose day 3, there's just so many thoughts, so many new ideas in your head that you can implement. The acknowledgement, the knowledge that there is, you know, so many things that you can work on, so many things that you can, you know that you're gonna be so much better tomorrow, and the day after that, and the day after that. It gets a little more stale when you get to that, you know, plateau stage, and you learned all the tricks of the trades of your character already. But at the earlier stages, it's you know, fast progress, blazing forward, and new stuff. All right, I think we've reached the last matchup of the evening. Let's see if Ehmu and Aquila are ready to go.
Yet another mirror.
Yet another.
I love it here.
So this is a lot of mirror stuff. This is a Slayer mirror, but this player mirror? Not player mirror, but these guys have played against each other so many times on Bounty Hunters already. I think they've had two... Yeah, I'm pretty sure two... whatchamacallit, premeditated matches, because Ehmu and Aquila are very good friends and play a lot. And they were hoping that they would get a Slayer release week mirror against each other, and you know, who am I to say no when, you know, you get a couple of excited Slayer players with puppy eyes.
Full of oomfies who really want to duke it out.
Let's see if we have Aquila as well. Ehmu, I think I already saw in the lobby. Learn the pile bunker loops. Fire?
Fire? Love the pile bunker loops.
I think as a commentator, I also have to do my homework. That's kind of why I want to go to the training mode and kind of check which starters are the ones that are kind of easy to get back shots from. Because I know there are a couple of routes that are fairly easy to make simple. I think watching some of the top players and knowing like which combos are really difficult to perform is something I'm really interested in knowing. Because there's like you appreciate the craft the more you know about the craft. If you're just like, all right, it looks like a combo. It's probably a heart combo, maybe, I don't know. But if
it does damage.
It does damage. If you've tried to do the combo yourself and you know just how difficult it is to execute, especially in a real match, that puts a whole different kind of perspective for, you know, the levels of hype. But anyway, here they are again. Ehmu, Aquila.
Mankind knew that they cannot
This is flagged, by the way.
So instead of
Like, Ehmu, what did you sign up with? Wait, this is a Vatican flag? It's
a Vatican flag.
What's the lore here? I mean,
I don't know. I'm just here to make the cards.
Aggu also had the flag of Transylvania or something.
Yeah, maybe this is some elaborate Slayer joke.
I don't know. Something, Father, Son, and the Holy Spirit. Let's see. Let's actually put the colors on. Ehmu with the red. Aquila with black. Right, while that's happening, we've already had a quick wall break here. Quite me, what did I even catch?
I'm not even sure. Oh, we're pondering. Oh wait, Aquila is just standing. I wonder if everything's okay.
The Slayer is like one of those characters who both have 2P and 5P as a 5-framer. And the 5-framer, I believe, or the 5P is a button that does not reach crouchers, if I'm not mistaken, so...
Yeah, I think it doesn't. It's a very good anti-air.
Yeah, I think it's like a... You know, you lose some, you win some, and you probably win more than lose by having a 5P that reaches really high.
I would kill if my 2P was a 5-framer. I'm not even kidding.
I mean, something's got to give.
Yeah, no, I think Naga would be kind of toxic with a 5-frame 2P, but maybe I wanna be toxic.
I mean, I think there's
connection issues with the players.
I think there
seems
are
to be
some,
fine.
yeah. I think there are some considerations for Nago having a 5-framer as well, because...
I mean, he has a 5-framer, but it's the 5P.
Right. The having
the
a
thing is that
hits...
it also goes...
Also goes?
What are we doing?
Also goes nowhere as
he has a
match.
5-frame.
Right, supposedly there's a lot of rollback frames going on or something.
Yeah, I mean, I think the distance between the players is pretty considerable.
Yeah, this is
we could try that the players host a room instead, and we just spectate, because for some reason, if we host it, then it adds more lag for some weird reason.
Yeah.
I love Strive.
And it tends to happen more consistently with, you know, players that have a lot of distance to each other, so...
Oh, they're desyncing. Okay. Yeah, Nago has a 5-framer, but I would like a 5-framer that also hits crouchers.
I would like a 4-framer. Is that too much to ask?
Okay, let's not get too greedy with it. Okay, so the players are gonna host the new room.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not even using my 5-framer too much because I have the strongest DP in the game, so there's that.
I love my 5-framer. Like, for some reason, you do 5P, people block it, and you go instantly into close slash, and for some reason, everyone mashes into it. I don't know why, I don't know what it is about Naga 5P that makes people want to disrespect, but it happens.
It's like, no, this is one of the least threatening situations that I can mash on, right?
Right? It's fine. And then you get hit with the counter hit close slash and you fucking die. Okay.
Right, so short intermission once again. We'll have players hosting the room just in case. And also the players have agreed to reset the score because there was a lot of issues. It's a fair point as well, because like a lot of buttons tend to be minus in Strive. Especially like P and K buttons.
Sometimes they are minus, but it doesn't matter.
Yeah, I think it's often what matters is like how well you cancel out of them. What can you threaten with? If you can threaten with something good enough, then you can also get away with, you know, better things. It's all in the context of your character's kit, which I think a lot of players sort of sometimes don't think about when they're comparing, like, hey, your button X is better than my button X. It's like you can't necessarily say that every time. It's like stuff like, what do you convert out of it? Does your character have a really good kit that revolves around that button? Like, for instance, I don't think Sin Kisk's far slash is, you know, very remarkable in either game, but because he has such nutty conversions out of it at any range, it just puts it together perfectly. And, you know, far slash with big driver is kind of nutty. But if you separate those two, then they're not as nutty as they could be. Right, we got the lobby code.
It's funny, like, about the Strive lobby codes. A lot of times, the game shares codes a lot.
I guess
see. Let me in.
There's also the fact that people tend to sort of pick up their or make up their own codes a lot of the times, and people love to make same combinations of numbers.
Of this crib. Okay, let's hope it works.
I need to put a Slayer wanted poster on my room.
So we are starting from zero.
I believe so.
Yeah.
If I read the room correctly.
Duel 1.
Right, Ehmu in the red, Aquila on the black. Ooh,
Love the colors and it's so safe.
Ooh, it's gonna be a punish. Close slash gets the biggest one.
Realizes it's mine.
Again, two buttons and a pile bunker into a decent 50% of your life. I love it.
Chat, does he need it?
It's cool that you have really simple combos that even beginners can do day one, and then you have your super difficult optimization that gives you the sauce. But the stuff you don't, or the saucy things you don't necessarily need to play.
Oh.
Ooh, just starting with a Hand of Doom. I keep wanting to say Hammer of Doom or Hand of God, but neither of those things are true. Oh wow, the pile bunker actually lost to the jump heavy? Does that actually have a decent hitbox? Here we go, got the counter hit. That was actually much better than
boxes that much.
Okay. I think we've mostly seen the K mappa into 5K into another mappa conversion mid-screen so far, but went for a slightly better version there in the corner. We go Master's Hammer, lots of plus frames. That's not going to be plus though. I think the
get crossed.
High and low follow-ups. Oh, this is gonna hit though. The high and low follow-ups are like -3, I believe. It's gonna whip, but also gonna put Ehmu in a very safe position afterwards. Slash hits, good timing. Put them in the corner. Plus
again,
frames.
we see what the optimal bursting does to a Slayer.
Yeah, and that was, I guess that was the one thing that allowed Aquila to flip that round around. the right burst. If you put Ehmu into mid screen, it's gonna be way harder to get that last hit successfully.
Mankind knew that they cannot change society.
It's a really important thing, I think, especially against the characters who do a lot of damage. You would love to burst them fast, such as Slayer, and Nagoriyuki is another really good example, who like does so much damage that you want to burst, but you really can't, because you're rather playing the blood rather than the damage.
Oh, yeah.
But if you don't understand that meta game, then you're technically gonna get a suboptimal burst every single time. Alright, through the wall we go. Aquila chooses the backdash while Ehmu chose the more aggressive response. It's gonna be a punish. Oh, unless the blue wild is a little too slow to punish.
Ah.
Might have actually wanted to go like, I think the idea was to seal the burst so that Ehmu would get a burst safe combo there. Alright, meter, give up pressure. Very classic kind of Slayer. Ram yourself into the opponent, get minus frames, and then go for the backdash cancels, aka the Hand of Doom in this game. Hammer it into plus, but the opponent is blocking low.
Oh, try to backdash away, but oh no, the goal first.
So
oh no.
close, yet so far. Here comes the DOT once again. And I think that kind of looked like a 6p if I saw the frame correctly from Ehmu. But I think probably was a little too late. I think it's a 9 frame 6p from Slayer still. But since it does have limited kind of reach, it poses, different kinds of conundrums for, how much do you have to hold it, how much do you have to wait until your opponent gets there, stuff like that. Lots of bumps ahead used in this matchup, the low follow-ups to the Nandy step.
I think that one's safe too, isn't it?
Yeah, I think both It's Late and Bump Ahead are safe. Yeah. They are like...
I think most of them are pretty safe, except File.
Yeah, File is minus close slash. This probably will skip fast.
I think this will hit. Yeah.
It's the Master's Hammer. I'm probably, every time I see Master's Hammer, I'm gonna vote that's not gonna be tagged by the opponent. He's got the ball.
I think it's more so that the super moves so fast that your opponent doesn't have time to fall into it.
Yeah. And I didn't actually check what the initial hitbox looks like either. It might be that hitbox is like slightly in front of Slayer and not like behind or above. Unlike RTL, because we saw that earlier today.
Oh yeah.
Aquila with the 50.
Yeah, I don't think it extends that high at all. Like from looking at it. Seems to be pretty like Slayer sized.
Yeah.
I mean it's wide, but it doesn't extend above him almost at all.
So one thing I'm seeing that I probably will, like when I pick up Slayer, I'm gonna have to work on myself. Something has recurred a lot of times today is like when you score normal hit on Master's Hammer, it takes a little bit of muscle memory perhaps to go for like a setup immediately. It's like so that you don't just get the Master's Hammer and then let the opponent go out, but that you follow up with something significant immediately. The fully charged 5D, a little too slow there to break the wall. 5P into a good combo. 1, 2, 3.
I love Antares 5Ps.
Oh, is he gonna catch? From the back dish? Yes, indeed.
Yes.
And take the ball immediately as well. I mean, the first matchup we saw tonight was a really good showcase how the Super Mappa, just basically the same way as RTL, it you can't avoid the hitbox. And Slayer is a character who tries to, by design, evade your stuff on a horizontal axis. But when you can't, then it poses unique problems for Slayer.
Yeah, the Exert Slayer theme goes really hard. I love it.
I didn't even realize this is it. Right, the low finds its mark, and a close slash immediate burst from Aquila.
A lot of low follow-up today.
You would think that, you know, players would favor the high follow-up instead, because players tend to be, you know, perhaps blocking low by default.
Yeah.
But I think that kind of... Oh, this is gonna hit, by the way. That kind of logic probably doesn't apply to Slayer, because you don't want the high low, you want the counter hit instead, kinda. In that sort of way,
I don't think
maybe...
he gets anything.
Yeah. Is like... That kinda means that the... Like, It's Late and Bump Ahead aren't really strong follow-ups unless you have the universe counter already applied. Or if you're, you know, willing to spend the 50.
Yeah, I was just gonna say that I don't think Slayer gets much from either the high or the low follow-up without either they have tension or they get the counter hit.
Yeah. It's literally the same as Master's Hammer. They kind of all share the same fate.
Just nice little jab. Sent them through the wall.
A dandy little jab. It's all I need. Yo, okay, hello?
What?
Fully charged 5D, waiting for the
This
dandy
is
stuff
some
to come back.
this is some player matchup shit. This is absolutely some player matchup stuff.
That is a really good showcase of the inevitability of the horizontal movement of Slayer. Like, he really does commit to a lot of stuff. You press a dandy step, you're going back whether you want it or not.
Oh, it killed. Oh my god. I know how much damage it does, but it keeps surprising me.
Oh, believe me, it's gonna keep surprising commentators for the next, what, 2 years or how many years we have left on this in the lifespan of Strive.
Duel 1.
Will it kill chat
So nice
or
of
will
them
it
to
kill?
nerf the super damages. And then just put Slayer in with 280 base damage super.
I think it's justified because it's 100 meter.
It costs tension, so it's fair.
And Last Horizon kinda it scales very quick in a way because the that base damage is so high, so then any percentual scaling will reduce the damage a lot. So you kind of feel it.
Yeah.
Oh, not gonna work, I think. And choosing to take the punish with a further reaching button 2S there, because yeah, I think that's a unique situation for Slayer, because if you go for DOT or the super map at point blank, it's gonna cross you up and you can't just press close slash. You need to dash to get there, and Slayer might not actually be able to dash forward in time. So you would have to pick a different button for the job.
Yeah. I wonder if that was the fabled spacing for throwing Master's Hammer.
I'm gonna go apeshit like as soon as we see somebody who's throwing that consistently. It's gonna...
I'm pretty sure Slayer players are gonna find ways to space it so it doesn't land on throw range.
Duel 3.
I like to begin with, even like Helter Skelter was kind of theoretically throwable in the previous game, but it was basically a fool's endeavor to try to do so because it just was nowhere near consistent enough for you to do.
Yeah.
I think it might be the same case with Master's Hammer in this game.
Yeah.
Right. Roughly equal amount of life, however, Aquila rocking with the super! But Ehmu ready to build up to their
Oh,
own
the
50.
throw! Oh! Confirm universe?
Pretty scaled,
but doesn't get
unfortunately.
the rest of it. Yeah. I mean, there was the RC.
Two of them, actually.
The bite. True. It has to burst.
Alright, Aquila evens
So
it up.
I went to check on Dustloop because I'm a nerd, and Last Horizon hits 3 times, and the first hit is 10 damage, the second is 270, and the third one is 20, so it's more than 280.
So interesting. I think
So much!
So does it does first hit in your combo string scale? This is actually interesting because if first hit doesn't scale, then that would mean that because it has an extra hit in front, it actually hurts it more to be comboed into, because that's gonna make it more likely to scale. I'm not a math person, so
Me neither, but I remember a friend of mine was talking about how theoretically, like before Slayer came out, he was talking about how theoretically combo scaling would affect Last Horizon, and I think the general consensus was that you really cannot put too many buttons before the super if you want to get the maximum amount of damage out of it.
yeah, that kind of aligns with my understanding of the combo system as well. Without knowing the math and understanding it perfectly, just the intuitive understanding of the system. Ooh, and a shimmy there. Been going back to back and front. One in the driver's seat, one in the trunk, one in the back. Whatever you want to call it. But at the moment, Ehmu, 1 game lead and going for the 5D charge once again. What is it catching? Is it Mappa or Dandy stuff? I think it's Dandy
Maybe.
something. I'm too concentrated on the 5D instead of what Aquila is doing in that situation.
Gotta check the takes. Nice. I wonder if that was supposed to be a super.
I was banking on the opponent pressing something.
Oh!
Oh! I think both players tried to dash.
What are you doing?
It's the Twitter clip. It's the Twitter clip where they keep backdashing and they backdash behind each other. Nothing personal, kid. Alright, bump ahead, finds a low.
Nice.
Good reaction from Aquila taking that throw on the same Yomi layer. For the big hit, this time cross up bump ahead, but again.
Nice, skip the claw flash. Oh, but no combo.
Ooh, sees it coming.
Nice burst, eh?
I think Ehmu was locked in on that RC either way, whether the opponent bursts or not, so ended up being slightly unfortunate timing there for Aquila. To the other side. More? No, this time they just... I think they just dandied into nothing, just waiting for the opponent to react. And the jump out was punished. The low follow-up, not leaving you close enough for a throw, it seems. I mean, if it would, then that would just be straight up punishable, and it's -3 frames. To the other side.
I think
Claw
it's...
slash.
Was it -3 or -2?
My memory says -3, but I might be wrong.
Oh!
Last Horizon, not fast enough for this kind of job.
Nice, this time gets the air throw.
Right, looks like Ehmu, for the first time in this set, has been able to accumulate 2 games worth of momentum. And now, the question imposed on Aquila: what you gonna do? If you're gonna lose 1 more, it's gonna be so hard to come back in this set. The pressure, the 5B anti-air into the corner. Ooh, no cancel on the 2D, but looked like it was spaced enough to be safe this time at least. But RC should get a wall break. Yep, we have our trusted pile bunker.
Oh.
the wrong supers just end up working out surprisingly well. Madness counter, and that's gonna go into a confirm.
Nice.
Ooh, the close slash misses the pickup.
Oh, but drops the second close slash. Ah.
Is this like this is actually kittens for damage compared to many other of Slayer's combos.
100 meter.
Oh, hello. Who's who? Where's what is happening?
Oh. It's so hard to keep track of the Slayers.
Especially when you have two Slayers who keep, you know, moving around so much. To the other side, Master's Hammer, pass frames. Locked in for the win. Even a simple bump ahead would finish this for Aquila. Ooh, the throw.
Nice. Good throw.
Yeah, because both players have been using that P dandy step into its late or bump ahead, which seems like it's... I think it should be throwable out of even attack level 4 moves. There should be a gap.
There's a lot of counter hits.
Come at me. No counter hit on that. Ooh! Third strike, yo! One hit confirmed. Like shield is. Oh, that's a nice reaction. Drift forward.
Oh, nice. Good jump.
Ah, but hits the jump slash a little too high, resulting in what we call in the business guaranteed punish on the landing. I mean, sometimes you're not guaranteed punishable, but that was Aquila, right, who won? I'm pretty sure. But
yeah,
you know,
I think so.
Unless you
Again,
score,
as long as the players know.
yeah. Right, got the counter hit confirmed. Looking for more. Unfortunately, pushing Aquila out of the corner and straight into DOT again. I mean, it's probably like unless you specifically go for the safe jumps, it's probably a little hard for Slayer to construct very reversal safe pressure, because usually you would like a dash for that, so you can position yourself perfectly around where you're not throwable, but you're still baiting their DPs. Slayer historically loves to bait DPs with like dandy steps or back dashes, but that's not gonna fly against the DOT at all. So I think it's understandably tricky for all of these Slayer players to be safe against reversal supers here. Right, Ehmu's turn, continuing, going to the other side, universe!
Nice! Beautiful.
And good patience for Aquila not bursting there either. It's like, your gut reaction must tell you that I must burst when the universe comes. Attempting the whiff punish with the Hand of Doom, not quite reaching. Right, strike is the option here from the strike throw this time. Behind the opponent. Tried to bait the burst.
I think personal. Nice, good air throw.
Alright, this time able to hit the jump slash so that it was plus enough so that we can go into close slash. And of course, 2 in a row, Aquila makes up for the lost games and brings it 5 points even for our last Slayer pair of the evening. The keys to victory.
Slayer 2 agent is so great.
It really is. There we go, big close slash. The better, like the bigger confirm would be to just go for more close slash, but you know, if you're dialed in, you're dialed in. Right, backdash, and a little too close to the sun, but this will be a hard comeback to make for Aquila. Gonna miss, but do we have a punish? No, too far. And I mean, the recovery of Super Mappa isn't too long, to be perfectly honest, especially if it whips. Like sometimes you might, even on a standard character who can do a quick dash into a close slash, you might have difficulties punishing that super mappa on point blank distance when it passes over you. Right, getting the back shot. Getting in there for the meaty. However, blocked pile bunker. Still anybody's game. One good combo.
Nice, good mash.
Seizing
And
coming.
it's a birthday too.
Aquila kinda had to. Ooh. We've seen
Just do it again.
A lot of situations like this. It kinda, you could read it as like just do it again kind of thing, or just a quick reaction that.
True.
I mean, the mappa, even in this game, is probably one of your fastest anti-air if you're trying to chase somebody.
Actually unsure how fast the 6P is.
I think the 6P I saw being 9 frame, but I might be wrong.
It's pretty fast. Like, I think that's from the faster end of 6Ps.
Yeah, fastest is 9 frame. It's a pretty fair distribution of 9 frame 6Ps and slower ones. Probably slightly more slower ones than faster ones. Ah, got the back shot there. Trying to find the spacing, but unless you're taking a step forward into the unknown, you're not gonna get in there. And to step to the other side, but the 5 heavy mash, alright. Got a counter hit. Aquila in the lead, that super does not have Invis.
No, it's not. No. Oh no. I respect the idea. If the 2H had whiffed, it probably would have worked.
And I mean, you could always also think about, if I just land this one last horizon, it's gonna kill them from like 60% or 70%. What if it hits?
What if it hits? It would be really funny if it
It
hits.
would be really funny and really convenient for me as well. Alright, good cancel on the 2D. Yeah, we're canceling those. We're not getting punished today. Try to press on the -3. Throw to the corner. Trying to cash out on that.
Oh, dropped it.
This is the 2S. Both players swinging wild. This is technically Ehmu's set point, but looks like Aquila is gonna learn to fight. Not learn to fight, live to fight another day. As we're heading to the very last game of today.
Duel 1. Let's rock.
Oh, I love that! Instead of 6P, again close slash. Why would you go for the small pro-rated 6P when you have such a Chad option in that close slash?
So true.
Just asking. And because of that good choice of combo routes, Ehmu is now literally one touch away from making it to the set point again. There we go.
Duel 2.
Is it gonna be Ehmu? Is it gonna be Aquila? Between these characters, Ehmu on their sub-character, Happy Chaos, I think has lost twice against Aquila, so now would be a good opportunity to take a revenge on this Day 3 Slayer Mirror. Let's see what Aquila has to say about that. Good timing on the burst,
nice
putting
burst.
Aquila in the corner.
Oh, that cross-up hammer.
Right, just a stable combo into the corner. However, again, the reversal DOT and the shimmy there.
And the cross-up hammer.
Last one, last round. Both players not even 50 for Blue Wild Assault, although I think Slayer doesn't really use Blue Wild Assault that much either, does he? At least we haven't seen a lot of players using it. I got the backdash there. That's the rare case of, you know, not rare case of, but the showcase of how bad the backdash actually is, not being able to backdash out of that 2K. Uh-oh, I don't think, yeah. So the FD flash didn't press into it. Immediate burst by Aquila. Next hit is super important. Jumped out with Master's Hammer, that was so screwed. RC keep up pressure, but Ehmu not ready to give up the corner precision. Jump out, jump slash, that's not gonna be the killing combo just yet, but the next one could be. It's not enough, it's late. Overhead. Mappa, anything on block. Are we blocking? Master's Hammer!
And there it is.
Double cross up. Ehmu, what a... That's the most Slayer. Most Slayer way to end the round. Dash through, Master's Hammer, double cross up. Where does it come from? Nobody knew that day. Maybe right, maybe left. Ehmu,
One of the Slayer games.
one of the Slayer games for sure. We had quite a few this week, or this today. That's the word. That's the word. All right. Well, let's see. Did Slayers win more than other characters today? If we disregard the mirrors, we had Aggu won, Solid lost, the Jalis won. Did Poke win or not?
I think he did. Maybe.
God, it's been too many hours already.
True.
I think Volta did relatively well.
Yeah, I think Poke won it in the end.
So that would indeed mean that Slayers finished the evening positive, which is
Nice.
not too bad for a new DLC character. That already, you know, says a little bit about the efficacy of the character. Even though we are talking about a like relatively technical character. I mean, I think the base kit of Slayers not the most technical, but it gets very technical when you optimize for combos for sure, and optimize for your BSU setups. But remains to be seen what the players, you know, or how it... Alright, let's say it. How this character ends up on players' tier lists. There, are you happy? I said it.
Yeah, that sounds good.
Alright, let's see if we got any Guilty Gear streamers on Twitch at the moment. If you'd like, you can also shout yourself and your stuff out. And thank you so much for commentating.
No problem. Always a pleasure.
It's been a while since I've had a co-commentator, so this was very welcome change of pace. Because I tend up losing my voice and going absolutely apeshit when I'm solo commentating. That's not good. Is Duck just... Duck community is freshly online? Let's see. Not fresh, but there's one option. I don't see too many other people that I know online at the moment. Yeah, I guess we'll just do a raid on the duck guys. I can't pronounce German.
Oh, that way. Oh, I thought you were talking about ducks like the
Yeah,
bird.
not that duck. Not that duck. Alright. But yeah, probably more Slayer next week, considering how popular this.
He seems to be very popular.
Yeah, and you know, same thing applies. People were saying that ABBA is a lot of fun to play, and they kept playing ABBA.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know, really is a fun character. People are probably gonna play them regardless. So we'll see next week what kind of stuff we have. You know the drill. If you want to play next week, join the Discord. We got sign-up forms going online just in a couple of minutes. Otherwise, thank you so much for watching, everybody. Thank you, everybody who was involved in making of these matches. We are out. See you next week. Yep. Bye-bye.
Bye bye.